DeKay here from the bands Diemonds, Exciter, and he's a part of BangerTV. He also streams on here. He's a Twitch partner, so check him out. The link is in the chat, Daniel_DeKay. Daniel, how you been, man? How are you living?
I'm great. You know, I already see the BangerTV fans are in here early, smashing down the doors. We have Brad Seed.
Brad.
He's a huge super fan. He watches all the banger stuff. Big fan. He watches all the banger stuff. So happy to have him here. So that's great. I'm doing well. Oh wow, look, this chat is lit up. All
you
the
guys
homies
are popping today. Let's go.
Big buddy Nick, Bubs. Holy
Nick's
moly.
Here? Shit, yeah.
Look, Nick is in the house.
I love
That's
Nick.
how you know we got an A-list crew today.
Benny, yes. Wasp, who loves Trapped, is here. Jesus, don't go on the Trapped tangents today, Wasp, please. Yes, fuck yeah, everybody's in the house.
Yeah,
How's
man.
everyone doing? Thank you so much for coming by today. I'm stoked to have Daniel here for this episode. I don't know how I found out about you. I think I was just browsing on Twitch. I knew who you were, but like I didn't realize you streamed, so I found you on Twitch and I was like, okay, this dude's fucking rad. And he's sick at guitar. He's pretty good at it. I should follow him.
Seriously, man, I appreciate you having me. I saw you had all your famous friends on first, so it's good that I'm now we're at the C-level tier of Metal World celebrities. So you know, C, D, E, F, G, where I live. So I appreciate you having me on. Seriously, man, I appreciate it. This is cool,
man.
I like this live podcast concept. This is super cool.
Yeah,
I was wondering what to
right?
call it. As I was plugging it, I'm like, what is it? Is it a stream? Is it a podcast? And then I saw you branded as a live podcast.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, I was like, I want to do something different, and here it is. It's been going good. Your episode number, what is it today, guys? 47. Jeez, isn't that crazy? Wow. Time flies, man. I've been doing probably more so 2 a week. It's crazy how I can. At first, I was like, I'm just gonna do 1 a week or 1 every 2 weeks, and I'm like, then all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm doing 2 a week. Fuck it.
Bubble Point loves your Bucky's hat.
Thank you. I thought this was appropriate for today.
It's a great hat.
I got the Bucky's hat. We got the Bucky's ball on the couch. Got my dog Rosie. Got my friend Ricky's dog Starks on the couch there. I had to add him to this. But yeah, dude, this is great. Oh yeah, Brad was on before you, but Brad's he's one of our fanboys. As he says, we are his 2 favorite people.
I couldn't believe that actually.
Yeah, Brad
knows a lot of people.
He does know a lot of people.
I mean, what's Black Dahlia Trevor gonna feel when he finds out that we're actually Brad's favorite people? I'm wondering
how's he gonna feel about this.
How's he gonna feel about that? We should probably link him in for a 3-way call here and ask him how he. We have Brad in the room. We may as well confront him on this.
Zoom call Trevor real quick.
Yeah.
Hey Trev, get on this real quick.
We just need you to weigh in on something with us.
Be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So with everything going on this year, obviously in the past year, a year and a half, I don't know how long this shit's been going. It's been a year now, right? Almost, this pandemic shit? Almost.
I mean,
we're almost approaching it.
My pandemic starts March 13th of 2020.
Dude,
so
legit, same here. It was literally the night the dipshit guy went on the news and said everything's closed, borders. And I was like, okay, this is the start. And then the next day, I went to Big Bend National Park for me and my girlfriend's year anniversary. I was gonna cancel it. I was like, dude, I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go. I got all these tours. I don't know what to do. And then I woke up in the morning. I'm like, fuck that, we're going. And I literally told everyone, hey, I hit you up on Monday. Let's think this never happened until Monday. Let's not talk about it till then.
Am I having a stroke, or does your camera keep going in and out of focus?
Oh, it might be. I have 2 cameras because I have to use one for Zoom and one for OBS.
That's what's happening.
I know. It must be. Is it going in and out of Zoom?
The one that I'm looking at on Zoom, you were just blurring. I wasn't sure if I was losing my mind.
No,
it's
you're
great
not.
Now.
Yeah.
It's crispy now.
I can't touch the desk. As soon as that camera moves, it just goes out of focus for some reason.
It's looking real. It's looking real crispy. We say crispy. It is looking crispy.
It's crispy.
Roomba Dad likes the Midnight shirt. I love this one.
Dude, it's a great shirt, great band.
It's Exciter inspired. Athenar gave me one and said, thanks for letting me steal. The back of it has a rip off of this old Exciter shirt, the US Violence tour shirt with the
that's
very
sick.
original, a knife through the US. But
yeah, hey,
but in his
sick.
mind, it was an Exciter homage.
That's
homage.
fucking awesome. That rules.
Yeah. Love it.
What's up? So yeah, so what have you been up to the past year? I know this took its turn for you because you're used to touring, playing shows, obviously.
$1 million question.
Shredding. What do you?
I mean, this is something you'll know all about. Working in the booking world. A really busy year. So it was set to be a new album cycle year with the heaviest touring. We had just secured an unbelievable European agent who just really gets it and just gets it. And we had done 2-3 tours with him in 2019, and 2020 was full set from like the Grass Pops and Hellfests and all the open air stuff in Europe to headline club tours to a supporting club tour with a much bigger band. It was all looking really, really strong. Australia, huge South American run, huge 2 US runs, East and West. Really fucking busy year.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's a lot.
So the first 3 to 4 months of the pandemic were spent with me. This is something that you got to do, rebooking everything for later in the year because we thought it would all be fine to go in 6 months, right? 7 months.
So you're the go-to guy in this. Are you like the guy in the band that's kind of like involved with? A little bit.
Run the day-to-day. I handle the merchandising. I handle the online presence. I handle all of that. And also play in the band too. I also play guitar in the band. So it's crazy. So it's a lot. But so I spent the first whole start of it, prior to even hopping on Twitch, all my time was spent in freaking out, pulling my hair out, watching it go grayer and rebooking everything to 6 months ahead, and then realizing 3 months after that I would be booking it another 6 months ahead. So a lot of my time was spent rebooking the Exciter calendar 3 times, including once again last week. I've now committed to more dates, so let's see. But so I spent a ton of time on that and really just kind of freaking out about how I was going to make money, and with all this stuff canceled, returning advances
sucks.
Anyone who wouldn't rebook straight to the next calendar year was like, all right, let's do a return on the advance. I'm like, my rent. So I it sucked for a hot minute. So then I jumped on Twitch. Not having anything. I had a 9-year-old MacBook that I just was basically good for spreadsheets, which is all spreadsheets and Gmail.
That's all we needed it for.
It's
like a 7-year-old MacBook Pro, bro.
Exactly.
Same thing.
So I started streaming on that and expecting that to be fine, and it grew to the point. It grew to this point where like that crashed, and the stream demanded growth, and it's been the last 12 months has actually been like one of the most interesting and unpredictable years I've ever had. I've always kind of done the same thing the last 10 years, whether I was working for bands or selling merch or managing bands or booking for bands or playing in bands. I've always been doing like that van lifestyle, strong internet presence, helping people do stuff, and just, music. Yeah. And it's always like, regardless of what you do, it's always the same. You always make the same shit money, and you just do it. You just do it because you love it.
That's really it. It's like you get by, you pay your bills, you have some money to fucking play around with, and you have a good time with your friends.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I had no idea what Twitch was really. Like, Blaine from Banger streamed on it, and like to me, he was like a male, like he was like a cam boy. I'm like, what do you do? Like, you show your nips and stuff? Like, I don't get it. Like, how does this work? I'm like, like you shake your wee wee. I don't get it. Like, how does this work? And he's like, no, man, I literally just talk and play video games.
Yeah, like that's what I do.
I'm like, what? Like, people watch that? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, people watch that. So, I took his advice, and I got together with a really good friend of mine named Jeff, Lobster Jeff, my mod and my more than mod friend for 10 years. Okay. He like came over and gave me my first, like, this is a keyboard.
How to set
this is a mouse. This is not a trackpad built into a MacBook. It's a mouse. Mine's wired though. Mine's still on wires.
I
recently learned they make these without wires. So that's cool. That's cool. But you got to charge them, and I'll never remember to charge them. So I built a streaming rig, and now here we are.
Yep.
It's been like a year, and now
dude, it's grown a lot for you too, man.
Well, my mind is already thinking, like, I'm already like, sending emails around to different suppliers and sponsors and companies. I'm like, hey, so when I go back to playing 120 shows next year, I'm going to need this, and this to continue my Twitch stream on the road.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to build. I'm building like a mini rig. I'm trying to get some input from guys like Herman.
Yeah,
and from
I'm gonna have
Matt
to ask
Hafey,
you about all that too, because even when shows do come back, I want to start going doing.
I'm not giving this up. There's not a chance. This is. Can
I buy the package? Can I buy the lesson from you?
Yeah, like I'm not willing to stop doing this. I love this.
I don't either. Yeah.
The community that that exists here and that we've built together. Everything about it. It's fucking awesome.
Dude,
I want to play shows and then sit in my hotel room and drink beer with the community. Like it's after show.
Yeah, easy as that. Like literally,
I want to do after shows. I want to do after shows. I want to stream warm-ups, sound checks, shit they've never seen, meet and greets. Meet and greets are interesting as fuck. You want to see,
like, how
they're
is
interesting. If you've never seen the inner workings of a meet and greet, like I would love to show people how that shit works. So I mean, sitting on the bus, you think
just simple shit that's fun.
Show that realistically the road is really just people drinking green smoothies, shitloads of coffee, and complaining about everything constantly. There's actually no strippers, no cocaine, no wild David Lee Roth midget leopards, tutus, fucking circus characters. None of this exists. It's not real.
Everyone's in the green room like this.
Ozzy Osbourne is the last living. Yeah, phones. Everyone's like, hey, do you have the Wi-Fi password?
Yeah. The most common question asked to a tour manager. What is it? What's the Wi-Fi? Do you have the Wi-Fi password?
How far is the hotel?
How far is the hotel? What time's load-in?
What time do we play tonight? Is there any chance we can play a bit earlier? I'm a little tired.
Yeah. I'm a little tired. Can we
I like this. Aiden, check the fucking day sheet. Check the fucking day sheet. Or you know what? It's 2021. Day sheets are wasteful. Get the fucking app. Get the fucking app. Everyone, whoever's on the road,
printing.
Whoever's on the road and doesn't have the fucking app,
you're not getting the info.
Yeah, get the app.
Get the app, dude.
I hate the app. Well, Nick. Maybe I won't hire you to be the next TM then, because I love the fucking app.
I refuse to use it. Why?
I love the app. The app's great.
I just hate printing stuff. I don't even have a fucking
Master
printer.
Tour can eat me. Wow, we have a lot of hate for the app in the fucking in the chat here.
Is it that bad?
I mean, listen, I do love a printed day sheet. And I do like when it's a little wasteful. I like when there's like one everywhere.
Yeah.
But
in the bathroom,
I will say
backstage,
I embrace
merch.
the app.
Yeah.
I embrace the app. I forget way less people's name for guest list with the app.
My friend Mike.
I have the answers immediately. I don't need to find a day sheet. It's just in my pocket.
Yeah, exactly. My friend Mike said, Dan, I'm impressed with your excellent Canadian content lately. He's from Canada.
What makes it so Canadian aside from the way I say out? It's the most common thing.
I had Brad on here. He's Canadian.
Yeah, but I sound way more Canadian than Brad.
I had Chris.
I've got it bad.
I forget who I have on here. People ask me like, "Who's your last guest?" And I'm like, I don't know. Were you there? You tell me. I don't remember.
I wonder if there's any coffee left in my French press. I'm listening. I'm just checking the French press.
Wait, you have it next to you? Go check it. I was shown a tour booklet from Stereophonics and Our Lady Peace from 1995. Thing was thick. Yo, old tour books were very thick. The most Canadian, Brad said, the most Canadian accent ever is Johnny Abe from Bleeding Out X Fuck the Facts. You know him, Daniel DeKay?
Yeah, well, because
oh yeah, Alex Mungo is Canadian too. That's right.
Because was he Quebecois? Because he's in Fuck the Facts. I mean, like French accents don't count. If you sound French, they're French Canadian. I just sound like a hoser. I just sound like a hoser.
Wait, what's a hoser?
Well, like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Is that easier for you?
Maybe. It sounds familiar.
I mean, what would I even have it under? If I still had this record, where would it live?
Do you have so many records right there? Is that your entire collection, or do you have more than just than that?
No, they're like annoyingly spread out everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like it's pretty well done. Like this part of it is right here is like pretty well done, but
the rest is kind of just
Oh, like all over
Random.
the place.
Yeah, not in order at all.
Bolt thrower, bonded. If I had it, it would be right here. Oh my God, it's right here. Check this out.
Are you serious?
So this is Bob and Doug McKenzie, the Great White North. This is
I remember these dudes. I don't know how I forgot their name, but I always remember a face.
This is hoserism at its finest.
Let me write this question down.
I wish I had a way to play this record right now and digitally like USB it onto the stream for us, but I don't know how to do that.
Just tie it in. That would be funny.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that. Yeah, it's fucking hysterical.
It was before Adam Sandler's comedy record. There was this.
Yeah, it's like Honey.
Watch Strange Brew.
Honey, I Shrunk the Hosers. It's really good. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Rick Moranis. I mean, let's be real here. He's a Canadian legend, comedy legend. He shrunk the hosers.
That's fucking great. We did have another question in chat. Do you have any advice for somebody playing in front of an audience for the first time?
Yeah, it's totally normal to be nervous.
Extremely
it's
nervous.
Super okay.
Yeah,
it's very super normal.
I remember my first show. I was extremely nervous.
Oh yeah, physically shaking and stuff.
Literally shaking. I was like, I'm gonna fuck up all these songs. I'm
very
sure
normal.
I played like shit.
Very normal thing to be.
It is a
very normal thing.
There's nothing you can do. There's definitely nothing you can do to calm yourself down. Maybe some breathing exercises. I don't know. For me, nothing worked. I was just like, just go do it.
Yeah, I just embrace it and literally have a Red Bull and just like go for it.
A Red Bull? Jesus Christ.
Or if there's a coffee machine in the dressing room, absolutely.
Yeah, a shot and a beer. That's another way. Yeah.
Yeah,
take a shot if you're old enough.
The Diamonds way, CC Diamond and I used to have a Jägermeister. What do they call those? A Jäger bomb.
Oh, Jäger bomb.
Yeah, we'd have one Jäger bomb right before stage every day on tour because it simultaneously cures the fact that you've slept 8 hours in the last 12 days and also it's that weird buzz. It gets you like the alcohol buzz plus you get that caffeine buzz, and it's a perfect way to start the show.
It is. And then
you sweat it out in 8 minutes.
It is gone.
Yeah, it gets you through that intro tape and first song and a half, which is always the hardest part.
Yes. It's
good for your throat too, I suppose. Yeah, it's herbaceous.
I guess it could be.
It's herbaceous.
It could be.
Yeah.
That's rad. So did you expect going back to the Twitch stuff, did you expect it to take off like it did?
I wanted it to.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like looking at the people on the platform, and I'm like, I want it. Like, I could do that.
Yeah, I can make.
I want my stream to blow up. Did I think it would happen as fast as it did? No.
Yeah. It's kind
of once crazy. I realized what it took to get like the partner status and build to get 100+ viewers every stream. Like I kind of looked at it. I'm like, oh fuck, this is actually gonna be harder than I thought.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, a couple very like pinnacle moments in getting there. Like there were like specific raids. Like I got a couple listen, when it's a couple hundred people, it helps. But I think we all know that like a lot of the times, if it's not your community, they don't give you the same shot, and you lose a lot of the viewership right away on a raid.
For sure.
Sometimes you just get like a magical raid from a magic community that's sizable, and like they get the vibe right away, and you can retain those people. I got lucky like that a few times. I gained a shitload of viewers from other amazing communities, and they just dug what I did. And from there, the more people you have, the more you're in the algorithms, and the more you're coming up on people's suggested pages, and it's associating, streams you might like. And, it's all real. The marketing and the algorithms, it's all real, friends.
It's all real, dude.
I can barely wrap my head around it, but let me tell you, it's all fucking real. And so, I mean, it just kind of really, it blew up, especially in the last 2 months specifically have been
the last couple
fucking insane.
Yeah, man.
January, February for me were the most insane fucking months I've ever had on Twitch. Like that's what the fuck?
Rad. That is rad. It's blown up a lot, man. I love it. It's
become a permanent. It's like it's my life. It's like currently no joke. It's my life,
right?
Like other things are falling to the wayside. I'm stressed about other meetings and shit because I'm putting so much time into Twitch.
Yeah,
it's crazy how much it may only be 30 hours on screen a week, but it's like 65 hours of work total a week. It's unreal the amount of hours that go into running the Twitch stream and everything that happens off the air and. Yeah. Planning, practicing,
stuff.
Maintenance on the instruments, maintenance on the gear, maintenance on the
especially
rig.
on your end. Because you're just fucking playing.
Lot
How long do your
fucking-
streams usually go for? Like when you
5 hours at least.
At least 5 hours, yeah.
Up to 11.
And you're fucking. Whoa, you went that long?
Done.
Before?
I've done one 11 and a couple 9s and a 10.
Nines?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Just dude, ripping fucking guitar. Dude, you're a really good guitarist. You're very entertaining to watch. I love how
I appreciate it.
you know, how talkative you are too. Like you engage with everybody in your community. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what pulls me to someone, because when I first started exploring the platform, it was like, who am I gonna watch, right? And it's just like, you know, I've gone like Mike Leon, he's fucking great. Even Big Buddy Nick is extremely entertaining and hilarious with some of the shit he does and says.
Oh yeah, I hang out there. I hang out there.
I love
we talk about Malacca coffee and fucking play marbles. I love it over there. Great vibes over there.
Great vibes. Even like I love Call of Duty. So like the one streamer I watch is this dude Joe Woe, because he's extremely nice guy. He never is toxic. And he's just a funny ass dude, and he'll have like thousands of people watching him, but he'll fucking be looking at chat. He'll be playing, ripping people apart, looking at chat and like having conversations with everybody. And I'm like, I love that shit. I'm like, dude, you can multitask like that. You're a fucking pro.
The multitasking is something that Twitch is really good at teaching you how to do. I found I never thought I'd do all the Stream Deck, keyboard.
I gotta get one of those still.
Chat. Oh yeah, get it. Best
know.
Investment.
That is yep.
Big Buddy Nick has pointed out a funny story. I just assume that everybody in the world smokes weed because of how much marijuana I consume. being a Canadian living in a completely legal to smoke recreationally country,
right?
I smoke so much fucking weed. So I just assume that everyone else in the world also, because, you know, that's stoner logic, right? It's like, yeah, man, weed.
Well, yeah,
weed,
probably, yeah, everyone does, right?
It's like, have you ever seen Pineapple Express, that level of obliviousness when he's at the red light and the car pulls up next to him and it's like, hey, you take that shit to the next level, man. And he has no idea that he's talking about smoking a joint, because I smoke a joint before I go to school. I smoke a joint before I go to a funeral.
Yeah.
I'm just always high.
Yeah.
So I smoke weed before I smoke weed. So I just suggested to Big Buddy Nick that we should go to Stoned Ninja for a raid. And we raid him, and then Big Buddy Nick proceeds to tell me that he doesn't smoke weed. And I'm like, you literally just raided like a guy who's going to be exclusively smoking pot for the next 4.5 hours and trimming weed and growing weed and talking about weed.
Wait, that's what that guy does? I've never...
He grows the best weed. He grows the best weed, and he just sits there and smokes it and trims it and talks and plays videos.
On Twitch?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, he's great. Stone Ninja.
Insane.
Is one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite. One of my favorite just chatting ones. He's great, and he's got like voice mods and shit, and he like sings songs and does funny shit. He'll like put on Exciter when I'm in the chat. He's like not a metalhead at all. He'll like throw on Exciter. He's like air guitaring and like, yo, this shit's insane. Like it's great.
What? Dude,
it's top-notch entertainment. He actually designed an emote for my channel. The my doink emote comes from Stone Ninja, because I had my dude and my dog. And then I got my doink because of Stone Ninja. Where is it? There it is. My doink.
My doink.
My doink.
Yeah, I found his Twitch.
Yeah,
this is fucking great, dude.
Yeah, it's my favorite weed channel I watch. And everyone in the chat, their name is like
something with
THC Fan 420. Big Puffin in NYC. You know, like it's just like everyone's a stoner. It's awesome.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah, everyone go follow Stone Ninja. Shit.
He's a good one. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Rad. So let's get into it. When it came to Exciter and you joining the band, how did that all come together? How did that happen?
Well,
was like what, 2018?
Yeah, the short of it is that they needed a guitar player and I auditioned.
Okay, yeah.
But the more interesting mechanics behind it is that I'm from the same hometown. I was very good friends growing up with the drummer's daughter. The drummer in turn, he's a local legend, Dan Beeler.
Yeah.
When I was in a band called Aggressor, and we were going on our first big US tour, and we needed road cases, but we had no money. He gave us old road cases from he's like, hey, Lars Ulrich has slept in this drum case. He's like, this is from 1986. Dude, we took this on tour of Europe. One night, Lars got wasted and went to bed in this, and we closed it, and Hetfield locked it and rolled it down the hallway. And I'm like, as a teenager, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So, what do you mean?
So like Dan Beeler was like, the big local celebrity, toured with Motorhead, toured with fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Shows with Motley Crue, Priest, fucking Maiden, goddamn Anthrax, you name it. So he had all the rock and roll stories. So he used to lend us old road cases. And so, we were very friendly. We knew each other. So then they needed a guitar player. And I responded to the ad. The original guitar player retired. I responded to the ad. And I was like, a couple weeks later, I was in the jam space rehearsing like a 18-song set for our first show ever, which was in Houston with Power Trip.
Oh, wow.
And so Razor. My first
was
show
it
ever.
That festival?
Hell's Heroes. We headlined Hell's Heroes
Christian.
with Razor and Power Trip.
Christian does that fest. I love that guy.
Yeah, Christian's great.
Yes.
Christian's got that new band. It's sick.
I know. Wait, what is it called? He showed me a video not long ago, and
Christian's new band is fucking sick.
Oh, I didn't mean to put that over your face there. I was trying to pull up my Gmail.
We got Unmuted in the house here. Kelvin's in the house. Bubs. Wow, look at all these.
There's a lot of fucking people here. Everyone popping off today.
Marissa's in the house. Fucking A, my dudes, my diggity dogs.
When you come to Toronto, or when you play in Toronto, what venues do you usually play at?
When you come to Toronto, so I live in Toronto.
Yeah, I was like, let me reword for.
So like, all my favorite shitholes I've played a million times. I've played like my number one bar in the world is the Bovine. Absolutely love the Bovine. That is where it was my first job when I moved to this city when I was 19.
Yeah, a lot of history there.
It's like the coolest shows. I've played with Dead Kennedys there.
Wow.
I've played headline shows there at 4 a.m. last call. You played 3 a.m. I've done, I filmed music videos there. I recently filmed promo videos for ESP's new line of guitars this year. I filmed the demos there.
Wow.
So I love the Bovine. Bovine's my favorite venue to play. And in fact, I use the expression when we tour and we're looking for a bar after the show, I try and find the Bovine of every city.
You try to
find, for example, in Chicago, it's the Exit.
Oh, dude, Exit.
In Brooklyn, it's Vitus.
Yeah, Vitus. Dude, the Exit in Chicago. Jesus Christ.
That's the one.
Fucking
I love
place,
that place,
bro. What a place.
Play a gig at the Double Door, head over to the Exit, and get shit faced.
Yeah, like literally, man. I've been there a few times. What a fucking night. Whew. Yeah, dude. Oh, Hard Luck, best load-in ever. It said nobody.
Yeah, huge fan of those stairs.
It said no one ever, dude. I've been there once, and that was Jesus.
They talked about building an elevator. So there's been like a couple owners of that place over the years. Yeah. Now it's got the best ownership it's had. It's like,
oh, good.
Stable booking, but like, yeah, there was like talk of building an elevator and they got it quoted and it was like 80 grand to get like this thing, like elevator shaft safe proofed. And it's like, dude, like
it's not going to happen.
Wishful thinking though. Wishful thinking.
Yeah. If the owner is like a fucking millionaire, it's like, all right, I'll drop 80K.
Yeah, just 80 grand. No, it was more than that. It was like 80K just for the safety to the building. They had to change some integrity of that hallway to make it safe. And then there was the actual labor to put it in.
I wonder like how long that would take. Probably, I don't even know.
Could have done it over the last 12 months. That's for sure.
Yeah, I could have done it. Definitely could have done it.
I've never been to Download. I would love to go to. I was supposed to go to Download this year. I was supposed to go to a lot of. I haven't been to a lot of open air festivals in Europe and the UK. I haven't done that much. Mostly only in the US and Canada.
Yeah.
So I was and in Asia. So I was really happy to try and do some of those festivals. We were booked on Hellfest and we were booked on Grass Pop, and I was all like fucking hyped to do those kinds of things. And yeah, I haven't experienced that like crazy.
Me neither. I
hear Download's the greatest though, because Download's fucking huge, because it's not just metal. Download's fucking
it's like
massive.
Everything.
Rock and everything and punk, and it's a great festival.
Hellfest is your favorite, Nick? Dude, I want to go to Hellfest so bad.
Nick, it looks like the infrastructure from the photos and setup I've seen, it looks like the infrastructure and the experience they created Hellfest is very different from the rest. It seems like way more immersive. It has more of like a Vakken feel to it with the branding, and like, it's like it's Hellfest. It's not just like some music festival. It's like its own little
it's its own thing, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
I get that vibe about it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're rebooked on it for next year.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Like, we're rebooked on all these things. Everything. So far, I haven't lost really any shows except for a couple weird one-off things.
Yeah, because Hellfest it's for next year, right? Are they doing?
That got canceled for June again. It's not happening.
Yeah. I think it's just too big
All our
of a
European
fest.
festivals got canceled for June. I know there's some that are still people like they still haven't announced they're canceled, but we've already been told we're not playing. They like tried to sign us over for the following year.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that's,
Just keep on increase, This the exact same guarantee a year later. Let's ignore inflation. We're just getting the same guarantee offer for now 2 years later. Like
2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later, the same rate as 2 years ago. That's not how this works.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We didn't increase our value at all.
No, yeah, I don't think anyone's. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't see like any bands getting paid more now that tours are going to come back. It's just going to be what you were being paid before is what you're going to be paid now.
In fact, the ones that go out too early, the ones that go out while you're still going to have capacity restrictions in the beginning, because there will be the capacity.
There's going to be in
the early
some markets, yeah, for
the
sure.
early stages in some markets. So people who like embrace that and go out then, like, you're not getting paid full rate for a room that's at 50% capacity, man. That's
what
not,
I've told
that's
bands.
not good
I'm
business.
like, yo, we could try for like this fall, maybe like October, November, but we're gonna run into those issues where it's gonna be, lower capacity, and you're not gonna get paid what you would be paid on a full capacity show.
Yeah,
but we can attempt it.
Kathy's 100% right. Our German open air festivals were the first ones I got. We were supposed to play a bunch of smaller ones in Germany that we were headlining. Yeah, because it's an anniversary of Violence and Force. We were going to play the whole album and four festivals in Germany just for them. And it's all already.
It's all
2020, 2020, 2022.
2020,
2022. Yeah.
22 we'll be back. I mean, 2022 will be back.
Yeah.
In full force. I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fuck. So are you guys writing Exciters? Are you guys writing new music as we speak?
Yeah.
Or
we've been writing like long before quarantine, and we're like had a bunch of songs demoed and had a pretty like clear course that we had to run to get the album done. And then this completely fucked us up. The COVID fucked us up, the COVID situation, because we live in separate cities and we're not like the most technologically equipped band to like.
Yeah, you guys like getting together and writing.
We're old school. We get together in the jam space.
That's what I love, man.
We don't even call it a jam space. We call it the rehearsal hall, like we're like old school, we're fucking old. It has like, we got like a coffee machine and like, we're just like, we like sit there for like 12 hours and bang out a couple songs.
That's it. Hang out all day.
So in Canada, one of us lived in a different province than the rest of us. Oh, and that provincial line, that state line was closed with police at it for like the first 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Canada segregated itself down from our provinces. Like if you were in the west part of Canada, you were pretty much a lot more lenient, leniency in the west.
Oh, really?
Central, it was really, really bad. Like the central east, like where I am, like Ontario and Quebec were atrocious COVID numbers. Yeah. So we closed our border between the two. Wow. And then East Coast, the far east, made its own bubble. No one could come in, no one could go out.
Literally.
And if you did go in, you had to 14-day quarantine within your own country. Wow. So it was like Canada kind of split into 3 big quadrants. And or even 4 if you consider the Ontario, Quebec, and it made rehearsing not only impossible, illegal.
Yeah,
illegal. So that kind of fucking threw a huge fucking wrench in it. And we were working with an American producer. We were going to go down to record the album with an American producer, who everyone loves.
Yeah.
And obviously we can't do that. And he was like, "Yeah, come down. We'll do the masks. We'll isolate. We'll all stay together." And I'm like, "Yeah, like that's great, but like we literally can't."
Yeah, like we're not.
We can't even get together to rehearse. Like we need to book an extra week to come down to you and like get in a writing room. Like we don't
have enough. Material together.
I know, right? And like I tried to get us all on Reaper and like program drums and vocal demos. Like I tried to get that going, but like we're just not. We're a 3-piece, and the 3 of us all equally suck at that. So without bringing anyone else in, it's very difficult to do it digitally.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of work. I mean, especially when you're not when it's a band that's not used to doing it that way, but also like you're not like that tech savvy to where you can make it happen. Like I don't know how to do that shit.
Like some people, dude, like some of my friends, if you give them a riff, they can program you a drum pattern in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
For me, it literally takes me 3 hours to lay down one rhythm track on guitar because I can't figure out how to get the click track on. And then I'm watching a YouTube video how to do that. Then it's like, well, how do I change the monitor? So I'm like, I have to change the monitors, and then it's feedbacking, and then it's like, now there's a latency issue. And I'm like, I'm out.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to record this riff on my phone.
On my iPhone. That's
and
what I
I'm
do.
going
I
to text it to the guys.
Yeah. Practice amp, iPhone recording. That's the way.
That is exactly how we're doing this. Well, that definitely sucks because I would love to hear some new Exciter because it's been what, like 10, 11 years?
Yeah, but like 11 years since the last release, which was like a John Ricci led lineup. This will be the first Dan Beeler, Alan Johnson, 2/3 original lineup. It'll be the first album with the lead singer and original bass player since 1991.
Whoa. Wow.
Like, you know, they had a solo band for a bit called Beeler that was Dan Beeler and Alan Johnson were in it. But like under the bill Exciter, like
not since 91.
Yeah, and like no one even really likes that record. The last fucking record that they did that everyone loved together was 86, Unveiling the Wicked. That's like the one.
Yeah, that's
for me, like I love that record. That's like they got a new guitar player. He's got like it's Van Halen incarnate, and like fucking like it sounds like Dawkins and Van Halen riffs with Exciter drumming and singing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that album. But that was 86.
86, dude. Year before I was fucking born.
That's crazy. I was born in 91.
You're 91. Oh, damn. I'm older than you. Shit.
It was my birthday like a couple days ago. I just turned 30.
Was it?
Yeah, March 1st.
Dude, happy belated birthday. You just turned 30?
On 2 days ago, yeah.
Damn.
I know I'm 30 now. I'm having so much of an existential crisis. It's unbelievable. Just absolutely falling apart. But, you know, we don't need to talk about that.
Falling apart as we speak. So what are some of your like favorite songs to play with Exciter? Do you got any favorites?
Yeah, I mean, like I've got personal favorites that I like because of the guitar stuff. So like any of the songs off Unveiling the Wicked, they're quite challenging, especially in the leads. It's a totally different style of guitar playing. I love the stuff from 86 Unveiling the Wicked, but I love playing the hits from the first two records because it's my first time playing in a band where, like, listen, Diamonds had their super fans, and there'd be like those 8 people at every show that know the words to every single song. But I've never played in a band that has hundreds of super fans every night that know the words to every single song. So playing the big hits, like getting to play Heavy Metal Maniac, getting to play Violence and Force, getting to play Long Live the Loud, getting to play Pounding Metal, doing all that shit in front of big crowds that sing it back to you. Like, there's no cooler feeling in the world.
No, there isn't.
It's literally the coolest shit ever. And like, I'm a huge music fan, so I'm usually that person in the crowd screaming the words. So it was like and
now you're on stage playing the songs.
Yeah, I'm a freak. So at shows, I like to be front row, uncomfortable. I go in front of the mosh pit, front row against the barrier, uncomfortable, screaming every lyric to every song.
Jesus.
And big shows too, like Metallica, front row. Not front like row, it's not an option not to be front row. Like, hi, sorry, guess what? I don't mean to like metal gatekeep on everyone around me, but like, y'all get the fuck out of my way right now.
I'm going up front.
Dude, last time I saw Metallica, like literally, I was like second row. Some guy wouldn't get off the railing, and like halfway through the concert, he just looks at me. He's like, "Hey, do you want my spot? I think you like this band a lot more than me."
Get out of here! He gave it to you. That's so fucking tight.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a super fan. I literally, the only reason I got into music was to get closer to the industry. I'm a super fan first and foremost, way before I played instruments. I just I like a super fan, super fan, whether it was getting obsessed with AC/DC at age 6 or getting obsessed with Kiss at age 11. Like it was, I've been a diehard fan of music my whole life.
Yeah, my shit growing up was literally AC/DC, Van Halen, Def Leppard, Led Zeppelin.
The best!
Black Sabbath, obviously.
Yeah,
fucking Ozzy, everything, all that. That's what my dad showed me and my mom, and then that obviously excelled into everything else that I listen to now, death metal and all that shit. I listen to fucking everything besides country and EDM.
I'll even fuck with like specific country. Like I'll fuck with Hank 3 kind of country, and I'll fuck with old school Waylon Jennings. But like this modern hillbilly country thing is like not for me. I like old school, like whiskey drinking, fucking
that shit. I'll listen to
and
be like, this is cool. I dig this.
Yeah, yo, Hank 3 is one of my favorite things to listen to after gigs to unwind.
Yeah, throw some Hank 3 on. Synthwave sometimes.
I like Kiss a little bit. Yeah, that's I suppose you could say I like Kiss.
Kind of like Kiss.
Have I seen Gus G's new pickup line? Would you like to check them out? I haven't seen Gus G's new pickup line. Or did I? I saw Gus G was doing something.
He was
I don't know
doing
if it was
something.
a pickup line. I saw Gus G was doing something recently. Modern country tours are the dream, though. You know, I think anybody who's worked security, though, will tell you that country shows in an arena setting are their least favorite 15,000 people to deal with in the entire year. There's the venue in Toronto, like the big outdoor one, the Budweiser stage, as it is called now.
Yeah.
My buddy does head of security there, and I always grill him on numbers. So I'm like, hey, Slayer comes and plays the farewell tour there. How many ejections do you do on a Slayer night? And he's like,
seriously,
he's like, usually about four ejections on a Slayer night for a sold out 15,000 people. And they're usually apologetic, drunk as fuck metalheads. And they're like, I love Slayer. I'm sorry. Yeah, you get that. And you kick them out and they're so committed. They'll like, we have the Slayer swimmer. You get kicked out, you swim through the lake to try and climb a fence and get back in because it's fucking Slayer.
You will find a way back in.
Yeah, country show. I'm like, how many ejections you do at a country show? It's like, oh, anywhere between 80 and 100.
Oh my God.
Just fucking wasted. Drove their pickup truck down, tailgated in the parking lot for fucking 3 hours before the show.
Yeah.
You know, decked out in their cowboy boots and their hats.
They treat it like a sports event.
It's like the big outing. And it's like they just go fucking buck wild. And they're not as nice on the way out. They're not as nice on the way out.
No. Yeah, I've seen plenty of metalheads get, kicked out of shows and them just being very sorry and very upset by it happening, like on the verge of tears.
Those country guys are rock stars, though. It's crazy. There's all these people I haven't heard of that just like play acoustic guitars or like little like chicken picking on tellies and shit. And they're just fucking like selling out arenas. I'm like, who? Never heard of you. It's like, hey, yeah, you don't know this guy? He's playing 3 nights, sold out, 15,000 tickets a night. I'm like, what?
Who?
Who?
How did you find out about this?
His first album came out when? This is insane. What would it be like?
You, this shit?
You can be immersed into the rock music world so hard and have no idea what's happening in country, and it doesn't affect you at all.
No.
It's its own self-sufficient world. It's wild.
I have friends in Texas that like listen to country, like Hank 3 and all that stuff. And like, that's the only times I'll ever hear country playing, when I'm hanging with them or like we're at a bar and it starts playing or whatever. And they're not like big country guys or anything like that. They just like some country music. And all the time I'm like, who the fuck is this? They're like, you don't know? I'm like, no. I'm like, listen to metal all the time.
Yeah, I'm a metalhead.
I'm like, I don't listen to country. You know this.
Yeah, I don't do the country. I do, like, as I said, the old school country, like whiskey drinking country. We don't have any country music out here. Unmuted shows my friend in Dubai. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He fucking rules.
Yeah, dude, Sven Galley.
Yeah, there's no country out there. Yeah, is there? Have you ever met anybody where you live that listens to country music? I'd be surprised.
See, look, I got Bob and Doug McKenzie up there now. That looks better.
That looks better.
No, my hoser's hanging out with me. Old Outlaw Country is badass. Satan's Finest knows what is up.
Old Outlaw, yeah. That's where I'm at. So when it comes to Diemonds, when did this band form? Did you form this band?
Pardon me?
I don't know too much about Diemonds.
Okay, so check this out. Earliest roots, 2006.
Oh.
Really takes its form 2009 to 2011 is like when, there's multiple albums out. The lineup is more solidified.
Yeah.
I joined the band in 2010 when
a few years after.
Yeah, when I'm a child under legal drinking age.
Yep.
I moved to Toronto with a backpack and nothing else. A backpack and a bass.
Really?
Actually, that's a lie. I didn't even bring a bass with me. I moved there with a backpack and I got the bass in Toronto secondhand.
Wow.
And I joined the band. I was thrust into like this. They picked me because they wanted me to help with the booking and management, like, because that's what I was doing for another band. That's how they found me. I was playing bass in a band and managing a band. And I joined that band, and it was like, honestly, the next 6 years, those first 6 years after joining the band was like the most active I've ever been in music ever. We were relentless with the van tours, US and Canada, over and over.
Constantly. Yeah.
Coast to coast, up and down. We drove 2 vans into the ground, like just like normal. Back and forth. Yeah. Just like oh, hey, we're not doing, it's March, South by. Book 15 shows around South by and just go down and do that. Yeah, cool, cool. No one cared about their shitty job. We all left our shitty kitchen jobs or shitty bar jobs.
Yeah, always
and
leaving
we just
jobs.
Fucking did it. Slept on floors, made no money, maxed out like fucking 15 credit cards, like just fucking like, you know, just like norm, fucking dude. Drunk kids take America by storm. It was unfucking real. So that was awesome. Diemonds, like I joined that band when I was really young and had my most formative years. I learned the most. I learned everything I know about merchandising. I learned everything I know about TMing. I learned everything I know about the industry. Like we, you know, I got offered my first record contracts in that band.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, I told, I wonder what are the statute limitations on what I can say and can't say about this next. I told Tony Brumble to like fuck off. Like,
you could say that, dude.
Yeah, no, bro, but like he threatened to sue us multiple times. I'm just being careful. I don't need another fucking lawsuit threat. Yeah, like that was our first record offer. Was like I was, you know, I remember being like 19 and 20 years old and sitting with my bandmates and going through a 15-page Victory Records fucking contract.
Yeah,
and, you
yeah.
know, we ended up signing with E1 instead. And, you know, we were with Underground Operations first, which was the shit back in the days, back in the protest days and Lights. And they had all these huge artists.
I remember that label. Yep.
So UO and was distributed through Universal. Then we went to like E1 and, you know, I got to all those like first bigger label experiences. We got nominated for a Juno Award, which is the Canadian Grammys.
Yeah.
So, you know, we went there. It was like, the Juno Award was like, it was like fucking us. The category was Metal Album of the Year, and it was us, Cataclysm, Cancer Bats, and Ken Mode.
Wow.
I'm like, oh fuck, we're like in this category now.
Yeah,
like,
you're
this is
in
amazing.
that category.
This is so fucking cool. So I got a lot of my earliest and coolest and most memorable and learning experiences through Diemonds, and we did it really strong for a long time. We got burnt out on it eventually, but like, dude, we were road dogs, and like, I don't care if we were playing for 7 people, 70 people, or 700 people. We like
put on the same show,
dude. We fucking did it,
same
and we
energy.
Like 4 Marshall cabinets and fucking backdrops and scrims and lights and smoke machines and props and multiple guitars and boats for all the guitars and, you know, like merch that like we needed a full 7-foot table for all the merch. Like we did it. We gave it everything we had. And it was amazing. And there's still diehard Diemonds fans all around the world because of it. Yeah. The band took us finally to Europe and finally took us to Japan.
Wow.
That band, dude, I love it. Now it's like very much like we only do like one-off type glamour gigs. Lead singer lives in LA. Okay. Most of us live in Toronto, and it's just a lot. So we do like when the Monsters of Rock cruise is the one we seem to do every year or every other year.
Oh, that's
rad. We'll take the cruise gig because it's amazing and it's our scene and we love it.
Yeah. That's our fucking world. Plus, it's a fucking cruise.
Yeah, absolutely. The Kiss influence. We're all diehard Kiss fans in Diemonds. So the merchandising and the way we presented ourselves and the way we like, you know, the ideology that every night is fucking Madison Square Garden. That's a Kiss ideology right there. You give them the full backdrop, the full intro tape, the full curtain drop, the pyro. You give it everything every night because those 7 people could be just as valuable to you as 700 people if you stroke them the right way and get them in for life.
Yes.
So, you know, it's very, very, very important.
That's fucking rad, man. What was the last album you guys put out?
3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. All time. The last year is fucking me up. So the last year
I know.
Actually happened.
It's really.
So when I say last year, I really mean 2 years ago.
Yeah. 2020 it's not there anymore.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Music cruises are the shit.
They are, man. Yeah. Like I want to go. I was gonna do. I want it. You know, 70,000. If this year was gonna happen for anything, I was gonna plan on going at 70,000 tons of metal. That's one I've been dying to go on. That lineup is intense.
It's the best. It's like, so if you're into metal,
that's it.
It is the one. Absolutely.
That is the cruise.
It's amazing. I went with Banger one year and it was,
you guys did? You guys went on it?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, man. It's like, it's
you by far the most sleep.
It's the most jam-packed one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Monsters of Rock is like, so I've done Monsters of Rock, Kiss Cruise, and 70,000.
You did do the Kiss Cruise.
Yeah, Diemonds played on the Kiss Cruise. It was insane. And out of all of them, like Monsters of Rock is the most like vacation-y, and like Kiss One has the least amount of music, but it's the most intense because everywhere you turn, it's like Kiss, Kiss. You go in an elevator with your fucking coffee at 7 a.m. and it's like Kiss, and you're just like, dude, like
it's pretty intense all the time.
one more picture of Gene Simmons' tongue while I'm trying to drink my coffee at 7 a.m. when I'm hungover as shit. Like, leave me alone. And they play Kiss 24 hours on the speakers, and the TV in your room, if you turn it on, it's just Kiss videos on a loop 24 hours. It's just like, welcome to, it's a Kiss world and we live in it, baby. We all got Kiss hysteria.
That is literally it. I don't know if I could handle that. I like Kiss, but I don't know if I can fucking handle that much.
So that one's not relaxing at all. The 70,000 tons is not relaxing at all. It's like literally the band start 10 a.m. and they go till 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked. Oh, and like, you can't even sleep once the band start. Forget about it. There's so many venues around. When your head's on the pillow, you hear the rumbling, you hear the people in the hallways. It's just like, you're up. The band starts, you're up. I was averaging 2 hours a night on that.
Oh yeah, trip. Everyone's told me like, you go on 70,000. It's literally you're awake for the most part the whole time. Like, you're not sleeping.
Medieval Dead, 100% Exciter got their name from the a Priest song, Judas Priest, Exciter off Stained Class. Absolutely. That is exactly where that comes from. And the band, double follow-up trivia, the band Destructor from Cleveland got their name from an Exciter song. It's like the legend goes, Judas Priest, Exciter, Destructor. Now I got to start a band and name it after a Destructor song.
Yeah, now you have to. Hold on. So the Kiss cruise, how was that when you guys got offered that? Or did you expect that to ever happen?
No, it was fucking insane. And we're all like diehards.
I know, you're diehards.
It's not just me. It's not just me. Everyone in the band is a freak for it. So like, dude, it was my first time meeting the band in makeup. I'd met like the band behind the scenes at like public appearances.
Yeah,
I've gone to like the book sightings, and I've gone to the like Gene Simmons appearing at this stupid ass nightclub, buy $100 bottle service and get to shake his hand like an asshole. You know, like I did all that dumb shit. I'm like diehard. I did all that. I would wait in line for hours to buy the book and get it signed and get a quick little flip phone selfie, whatever. Like I was all into that shit, but I never met them like in makeup before they went on stage. It's like standing with like Kiss, like they're in the boots and they're like fucking 7 feet tall and they're in their fucking armor and shit. Like, it's so cool. It's my first time doing that. And I mean, I cried several times on the Kiss cruise, like total joy, like a little bit alcohol influence, but like just bawling, like they're playing my favorite song and the waterworks are just going.
Because it's like, dude, I'm here. I'm playing on the fest. I'm watching this.
Yeah.
This is like unreal.
Imagine living your whole life with putting them on a pedestal, like tattooing their logo on your body and considering them gods. And then all of a sudden you're like eating the same food, breathing the same air, playing the same stage, living the same vacation they are. Yeah. You know, they bring their families too. Like, you know, like
really?
All the kids are there. The wives are there. It's like, you know, it's still a 5-day Caribbean cruise. It's fucking awesome.
That's fucking
so like
insane,
you're vacationing with Kiss.
That's insane.
Very, very weird, man.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, you're vacationing with them. It's like, that's that's overwhelming.
Yeah, so that was a lot, and like I cried a lot of crying. Got tattooed while I was on the boat.
Really?
Yeah, they're like doing Kiss themed tattoos, obviously.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah. So like, you know,
how many tattoo artists? How many people were tattooing?
So they brought an amazing shop from Atlanta. What's Sven's shop name in Atlanta?
Look it up.
Yeah, Sven.
So it was one tattoo shop that went on the cruise? Is that how they did it?
Yeah, they were like, the whole shop came. It was like 3 artists. Yeah, Liberty Tattoo in Atlanta. Liberty Tattoo in Atlanta. And they brought like their front desk person, the guy Nate, was there like booking all the appointments and charging your room cards. Dude, people were lined up for 4 days. There was a lineup. And they were literally only doing like $100 bangers. Like they were literally only like, it's like, oh yeah, this like little things, little like you want a love gun,
something
want,
that
like,
takes like a half an hour probably at max,
yeah,
right?
like the longest tattoos they were doing were like large Kiss logos for like hour-long sessions. Like it was just like $100 to $200 bangers. Like let's go all day, bang. Like literally, they were tattooing until their hands were shaking, and then getting blackout drunk with me until 6 in the morning, and then doing it all over the next day, hungover.
How the fuck, dude? What fucking monsters?
Diamonds were the most savvy band on that boat. We walked on, and it was like, oh, there's tattoo artists here. Well, I know where I'm going for all the things that I'm not supposed to have on this boat, and to stay up with people till 6. Dude, I was in the casino with those guys till 6 in the morning every night, just fucking gambling, chain smoking cigarettes, I don't even smoke cigarettes. I'm smoking 2 packs a day. Dude, Camels, Marlboros. I'm like, oh, this is fucking, give me a Camel.
Because everyone's smoking and you're in the casino and you're like, fuck it, give me a cigarette.
and because it's like
been there,
international waters casino, there's no real casino rules. I'll like go to the dealer and touch his cards and look at his cards, and like no one gives a fuck about anything. It's like everyone has paid so much money to be there. It's just like the chillest casino you've ever been in your life. And, you know, like they'll eventually tell us to chill out, and we chill out for 15 minutes, then we go crazy again. And yeah. Like,
the dealers are partying with you.
Yeah, like, so, you know, it's just insane. Yeah, I've never been a high roller anywhere in my life. And one morning I woke up and I had a high roller key tag. I'm like, what did I do last night? And they're like, apparently I spent a lot of money at the casino because I'm a high roller now.
I ain't looking at that fucking bank account.
No, that actually... That's another funny thing about the cruises. That was my first cruise. I told this story just the other day.
I haven't even been on one. Yeah. So that was your first.
I've done like 4 now, I think. Okay. And like my first cruise was
the Kiss one.
Yeah, the Kiss was first, and I'd never done that before. And I didn't really get, like, you link your credit card to your room and then you just swipe a ship card.
That's ship card. It is, right?
So like you lose track. So I didn't know how to budget when you're on a boat yet. And I didn't know that as an artist, people will generally buy you beers because they're the wealthy ones who bought the vacation. You're the broke one who's there working for peanuts.
Yeah.
So my first cruise bill was like $1,700.
Man.
and that's with a 50% artist discount.
Shut up.
Bro. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, another bucket of those Coronas, not realizing like the bucket of beer deal is $46. You order those all day. And then they charge you a 20% gratuity, and then they charge you a cleaning fee. And like you get your bill on the last day in your door, and you're like,
oh, that's how they they go around to everyone's door.
Bro, I had a $600 limit on my credit card. Like I was like 20 something, like I was a kid. It was my first credit card. It had a $600 limit on it. There was probably already $350 on it.
Yeah.
So I freaked out. That was hysterical. So first cruise, like $1,700 US. Second cruise I went down, it was like $900. Then by my third and fourth cruise, the last one I went on, my bill was $26.50.
What?
Yeah, you just learn how to like not be an idiot eventually.
Yeah. You kind of get it down. Like
it's 4 a.m. Do not buy a rum and coke that you're gonna drink half of, leave on the bar at the casino and forget about, and then go buy a beer somewhere else. Like exactly. I was being a kid. I was being foolish and wasteful,
of course,
and wasting money that I definitely did not have.
Yep. Don't. And then you people also offer you drinks. Like, yo, you want a drink? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you know
always
how hard it say is yes, though.
Yeah. Like if you already have a beer in your hand, no one's going to offer to get you a beer after your gig. So I realized that clearly.
Clearly, yes.
Because you know what my $27 was on my bill for the Wi-Fi. That's all it was. That's all I bought.
That's incredible. You fucking killed it on those cruises. Yeah. What were those cruises? The last 2 you did?
Monsters of Rock, which is an amazing one. If you're in the 80s, oh my god, if you're in the 80s anything, like I'm talking from the more metal shit, like Saxon style metal, all the way to like the cheesiest of fucking Bang Tango, Danger, Kicks, Tora, Faster Pussycat, LA Guns, Vixen. If these are names that are making your jaw fucking water right now, like this is the cruise for you. It is Monsters so 80s fucking inspired. It is unbelievable.
That's fucking rad.
It is the sleazy Sunset Strip cruise. Absolutely. It's the only place where like LA Guns are the biggest band in the world still.
Yeah. That cruise.
Those 3,000 people, that is the market.
That's all their fans there.
Yeah, it's awesome. All the fans at once. So they play in the main auditorium with thousands of people there. It's amazing.
That's fucking
It's way cooler than playing a club, you know, to 500 people or something.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
So what were some of your favorite tours you've done so far? You have any that come to mind?
Yeah, dude, the last, I mean, honestly, there's like these Diamonds tours were forever in my mind because like you get it, like the harder tours are sometimes the more memorable.
Oh
Like
yeah, because
almost freezing to death, staying at that awful house that had fucking dog shit all over the floor, and like someone
you'll
was
never forget those.
like, you know, like you never forget those ones, and like being so desperate that you had to sleep, you know, Texas in the middle of fucking July, you're sleeping in the van outside with all the windows open, and you're like,
yeah,
like,
sweating your fucking,
you know,
ass.
like dying, and like, you know, that shit is always memorable, and I love those like the old 7-week Diamonds US van tours, like those were forever burned in my memory, and that's where I really cut my teeth. But I gotta say, I did this. I planned and booked with our European agent, and TM'd and performed every night and ran merchandising and ran everything. I did a 14-date European tour with Exciter in 2019, and it was my first time with Exciter. We'd been doing a lot of one-off flying for festivals, pair it with a club show, go play the big open air, pair it with a 300 cap club show, sell a shitload of t-shirts, have a great weekend. Back to work on Tuesday, like real easy shit.
Yeah.
But then we finally went for like a hall with an opening band, with, you know, like a sprinter and a trailer, and like we did the whole thing.
Way. Yeah.
And it was fucking amazing to like finally not have to worry. Like, dude, in Diamonds, we used to download Tinder. Everyone in the band download Tinder to try and get as many matches in every city, just to invite people to the show so there were people in the room.
Yeah.
Because like, you never know, it's Wednesday night in Boise, Idaho. Like, what the fuck? We're an unheard of band from Canada. Like, it's Boise, baby. Like,
dude,
what are we going to do?
Genius.
You know, so I would just tweet at Corey Taylor 100 times and be like, please retweet this. Please retweet this. Tell all your Idahoans, Iowa, Boise, Iowans,
Idaho.
Tell all the people from fucking.
Just tell them to come to the show.
From you know, tell them to come. Iowa. You know, tell them to come.
Hawaiians.
So yeah, we used to call them Tinvites, Tinder invites, Tinvites. So some, you know, we had a pretty you know, a handsome drummer who could generally pull, like get way more matches than my weird ass looking self on Tinder, and he would get like tons of matches.
Yeah.
And invite them all to the show. Yep. And legit, some of these people would become friends and fans that we would like know for the next 10 years. It was unreal.
Dude, that's insane. I never heard of anybody using Tinder for this.
Bro, we used to flyer our own shows in the city too. Like, we'd stand outside the venue, like we'd go to record stores and be like, hey, anyone who works at this record store interested in coming to our show, like I'll put you on guest list. We you know,
that was the way. I mean, back then, I mean, it was going to malls, going to record stores, I mean, anywhere, and try to just flyer for that specific show that you have that night.
Yeah. It's like just anything to get people to come see a band from Canada.
Yeah.
So going on the Exciter tour, not having to worry about that anymore. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Like, literally the only thing I had to worry about was showing up at sound check. And like, I was also running security, I suppose. Sound check. And there'd be, you know, old time rockers standing outside the venue at 2 p.m. with like a stack of 86 vinyl. Like, is Dan and Al going to come out and sign records? And I'm like, yeah. Maybe like they just woke up and like we had a really late night and we flew all morning. So like perhaps you could let us get a coffee, and like we literally stand at the merch table after the show. You could literally come by the merch table after the show and get a photo. They'll be in their fucking all their leather and spikes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like maybe instead of bringing 7 copies of each record, you could maybe like, because you know you're clearly just selling those on eBay. It'd be rad if, you know, we just signed one. Maybe I could get them to sign one for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think can we compromise on one?
So, you know,
not the whole collection, please.
Yeah. Tinder was also good for finding crash pads for the night. Absolutely. Dude, in Diamonds, it was like, do we have anywhere to stay tonight? You get to the venue and it's like, hey, first thing, ask the promoters, the bartenders, the
go through the list,
go in and start with the top of the chain. Before you hit up a random fan, it's always good to hit up someone from the venue, because you know they work in the industry and they know
Yeah, like, exactly. You know, and they might know someone that puts up bands. Exactly. That has a legit spot. And it's like, you got to go through those steps first.
Dude, every once in a while, though, I remember this one time in where were we in Ohio? Somewhere like outside of Cleveland, like kind of like backwoods Ohio type, like outdoor stage barbecue venue, like cool little weird small town show. It was us and Faster Pussycat with Diamonds.
Oh, fuck
and the guy who put on the show offered for us to stay at his house, and we're always down to do that. But you know, usually music fans, we're not none of us are like fucking millionaires. None of us have these giant houses. It's usually you go to someone's apartment, there's one shower, you wait your turn. Sometimes they have some eggs and bread you could eat. So this guy says, hey, do you want to come to my house before the show to shower? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, there's like 5 of us and there's only 2 hours till the show. Like, probably just smart to send one person to shower. There won't be enough time. He's like, well, I have 7 showers. And I'm like, huh?
What?
Come again? It's like, yeah, I'll never forget this. I'm like, 7. And I'm like, kid, this guy's exaggerating. He's like some weird, you know, liar. Man. This guy's lying. Yeah. Who has 7 showers? Who in the right? Like, what? Are you Richie Rich or something? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
So we go. He's like, yeah, just trust me. I'll drive you down. Come on. So the whole band gets in. And yeah, we pulled up to an estate with like multiple houses on the property. And I'm like, who are you? What do you do again?
Yeah,
like,
who the heck are you?
Like, what is going on? And it was like a dirt road and there was like a security gate, and we rolled down and there's like this giant ass mansion at the end of the driveway.
Oh my God. Dude.
And everybody had their own bedroom with a gorgeous view of the property. Everybody had their own ensuite in their bedroom with a shower.
Wow.
And the fridge was full of food, and the other fridge was full of beer, and there was a backyard and a freezer full of meat and a you know, like a charcoal grill. And dude, it was like, what the yeah, it was like unreal. Like, what an experience. And he just like left us there. He's like, hey, here's the keys.
That's incredible.
So sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you end up in a 1-bedroom apartment with a full litter box that smells like shit. And sometimes you end up in a mansion.
Yeah. It's like one or the other. Oh yeah, I've had my experiences at like really nice fucking houses.
Hey, look how star-studded your chat is right now. Toderico art in the goddamn room. Look at that.
How you doing?
Just admiring the art all through that Asphyx packaging the other day. Fucking unreal, man. Your Instagram is lit. Your art is fucking through the roof.
That's fucking rad.
You let the original guitarist of Dropkick Murphys crash at your place with his new band. That was a trip. I feel like those guys like to drink.
Oh,
you know,
I didn't realize what. Damn, he's a good artist. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
it's like right up there with some of my favorite death metal art.
Damn.
Hell yeah. And he's got a Twitch channel too.
I know. I'm on it right now.
There you go.
I just followed him. That's fucking dude. You're fucking sick. Damn.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I'll follow you on Instagram too. Damn.
You had Crizian over. Crizian played in Dubai. That's wild.
Crizian's fucking yeah. That band's been. I've had them on a couple tours. They're crazy. Those dudes are fucking the nicest guys.
Crizian. Yeah, you know, like it's funny when you ask about people's favorite tours that you think, and I guess most people would think I'm going to respond with that time we played for 40,000 people, man. But it's like sometimes those are great. Shitty.
Yeah,
the shitty small ones are sometimes the most memorable.
Yeah, I think those are the ones you get the most memories from because you remember all the stupid or craziest things, and those are the ones that you like stay at a fucking mansion, and you're like, I'm staying at a fucking mansion. I'm playing in front of like 50 people tonight. What? Or like I'm playing in front of a couple hundred people, but you know, it doesn't even matter. I played small, you know, been on tours with bands where we played the smallest shows ever, you know, a few people. And then we go stay at this like really nice fucking house that night. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And that's your diet. And that dude will always come to your shows.
Yo, I love staying at the party houses too. Like, you know, the guy you go to his house and like, you know, like perhaps like he offers you fucking acid and like as many beers as you can drink and like has the coolest record collection and like lives in the shithole in downtown. Like I love those nights.
Yeah,
those nights
sometimes they're great. Yeah.
But you know what? There's something to be said about a long, exhausting tour and having like a family show up, you know, like dude, established human beings with like, he's like, yeah, like this is my wife and these are my kids. And we live in this like 6-bedroom house in the suburbs. Would you like to stay there? We have a parking lot that'll actually fit your trailer. Yeah. Like we have a driveway as opposed to like
you dinner. We'll cook you breakfast.
We didn't even get to this when they offer you a place to stay, but there's nowhere to park the van.
Oh man, the worst. It's like, what do we do?
And it's like, honestly, and that became the biggest question. Not like it used to be, is it clean? Like, is it clean? How many showers do you have? Do you have fresh towels that we can use? And then I realized, no, man, like, do you have 40 feet of space somewhere around your house or we can
park the van and trailer somewhere? Just answer that question first and foremost.
Like a 14 passenger van with a 20-foot trailer and hitch behind it. Can you accommodate?
Yes.
by the way,
Yes?
we want it
Okay.
within view of the house because our livelihood is inside of it.
Yeah, there's like 40 grand in there.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And
That's
by
not
the way,
including what the van's worth or anything.
and by the way, the locks are from the dollar store and the hinges on it have been broken for months. Our
So
van's
it's
making a weird noise
steal
too.
this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no one could steal the van. Good luck getting that started. It was a
Yeah.
weird combination of things you had to do to get it to start. You got to press down over here, hit the pedal there, jiggle the key a little bit.
Someone has to pop the hood, be in there, connect two wires.
And a quick push from the back.
Yeah, and then two people pushing from the back. And that's how you get it started.
Getting some good clips out of this. Who has 7 showers?
That's a good clip. Good. Thank you, Paul, for those clips. You're fucking awesome, man. Yeah, dude. It's like there's been the worst thing to ever happen on tour is getting shit stolen. And I've had many friends' bands get shit stolen on tour. Their trailers, their vans. I've had bands that I worked with have gotten their fucking trailers stolen while on tour, waking up to that fucking phone call or that text message or whatever, and just being
Nightmare.
like, "Fuck, are you serious?" Like, yeah, it's gone. Like,
we always, one person would always sleep in the van. We converted our van. The Diamonds van was like
you put bunks in
one
it,
of the really long. It was a 14 passenger, not even a 12.
Yeah.
So we took out 2 rows of benches and
back,
put in
right?
a queen size mattress we built a wood frame. So storage under it was great, super comfortable for a couple people to sleep. So always sometimes sleeping in the van was nicer than sleeping in the house that we were given for the night.
Yes. Oh my God. I remember I haven't toured in years, but like when I used to do van tours with different bands I TM'd and stuff, did merch for, we showed up somewhere where it was like, the first person that goes inside and they come out immediately, it was like, okay, we have to leave.
Smelly, the worst offenders, smelly pets, smoking cigarettes inside. Generally, the floor hasn't been cleaned in forever, and also they don't have any blankets, and you're sleeping on a dirty carpet.
Yeah.
Like I used to do that all the time. I'd just stay in my clothes, pass out with my fucking face on the floor, wake up with my tongue out, and the carpet's sticky, so your face is stuck to it in the morning. And like literally those ones that we roll into a house like that, and the worst, like they're having a party they don't mention. There's like, oh yeah, my 8 friends are here, all chain smoking cigarettes and listening to fucking the same Manowar and Judas Priest songs over and over again. Like that's just the worst. So you just fucking, I'm actually referring to a very specific night where I was kept up till 8 a.m. by listening to the same Manowar, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden shuffled playlist over and over again.
The whole
I'll walk into those places and I would look at the van and be like, shotgun van.
Yep. I am sleeping there.
I'll see you guys in the morning for a quick brush of my teeth in this person's bathroom. Maybe I'll take a shit and I will fuck off.
Yeah. And that's the extent.
Yeah, I do not want to be in that home. Have fun staying up all night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Banger TV, who started Banger TV?
So
if you can break
Sam
real quick.
Sam Dunn, who has started Banger Films with Scott McFadden back gotta be like over 15 years ago now.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on for
did the Heavy Metal Headbangers Journey. Everyone has seen that movie. If you haven't, literally stop watching this podcast immediately.
Leave.
Pause. Headbangers Journey.
We're gonna turn it on right now.
Actually, we'll wait for you.
We're gonna stream it now.
Dan, don't move. We'll wait. Freeze. Yeah, okay. Basically, right. So Sam and Scott had a successful film documentary company, and then some number of years ago, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say between 4 and 5 years ago, Sam started a YouTube channel that was going to be, as Banger Films grew and started to get into doing now they do a hip hop series and a pop series and more like TV show Netflix style stuff and children's series. It's a huge production company, full at Super Duper Alice Cooper, the Tragically Hip film, ZZ Top, Rush, they've done everything.
Yeah.
As that became a bigger entity, he still wanted a spot for extreme metal coverage to live. So he started this global metal community on YouTube for Banger TV instead of Banger Films. And so it started off very humble with album reviews under the moniker Overkill Reviews.
Yeah.
And then it was this live to YouTube once a week show called Lock Horns. And that's where I got involved. They didn't really have any hosts. It was Sam Dunn, the producer Lisa, and guests. So I got called on to do the thrash metal episode at Banger, which is still one of my most viewed videos I ever did on the channel.
Yep.
And I went in and I guessed it as the thrash expert. and we rebuild the thrash metal family tree, which is what, you know, Metal Headbangers Journey was all about, creating the heavy metal family tree. Lockhorns is all about revising the heavy metal family tree.
Yeah.
So we looked at thrash, we took off the people who shouldn't be in it, added on ones who should, talked about new thrash, old thrash, death thrash, thrash adjacent, crossover, etc. And it's an hour-long program. And me and Sam, like, immediately the chemistry was there. We clicked. I didn't know him at all. I'd seen him around. He played in a band called Burn to Black. I'd seen perform before. And, you know,
sick name.
When I see him at the bank, because it's Toronto, you know, you see him at the bank or you see him at the grocery store, I'd be like, hey, Sam, or you see him at a gig, hey, Sam. Like, we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
So I went as a guest, and like a week later, the producer, Lisa, was in my email inbox like, hey, we'd love to have you like full-time as the co-host of this live show, Lockhorns.
Okay.
So that's how I got involved. Is I wasn't reviewing albums. I was like, I got brought on. I was like the first person they hired outside of Sam to be a personality. So I started doing Lockhorns with him, and that was like fucking 4 years ago, man.
Damn, that's fucking rad.
That's crazy. And like since then, I've done so many great things with them, like from live programming to having my own shows, to interviewing some of my favorite artists, going to some cool shows. They took me to 70,000 Tons of Metal.
Oh wow, okay, that's.
I've been involved. You know, I was a judge on Shredders of Metal with Alex Skolnick and Sam. Like I helped write the original concept for that show as well. And you know, just like Banger's been an incredible opportunity. For me, it was like finally something I could tell my parents about that sounded legit, because they don't get the band thing at all. But I was like, no. Look him. IMDb. He's a real person. He's on Wikipedia, Mom. Like, it's real.
I swear, look.
Mom, you could watch his thing on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's fucking a real thing.
It's a real thing, I promise. It's not just me begging you to come to my show and telling you I can't give you guest lists because the promoter's an asshole. You know, like, this isn't, you know, my mom buying tickets for my own show, something that literally happened.
Yeah.
You know, this was finally something that seemed legitimized to her, and it was really cool. It felt really cool to do that. And the coolest thing is like just becoming close with Sam, because Sam Dunn, wherever I go with him now, whether going to a concert together or going to interview an artist together, like I walk in the door and it's like no one bats an eye at me. I'm just another long hair that's going to interview some dude from a band. But if Sam walks in behind me, they're always like, oh
shit. Yeah.
Oh, you.
Everyone
I remember
stops.
you.
Yeah.
You're the guy with the fucking scene with Gall from fucking, you know, Headbangers Journey. You're the guy who did that extreme metal episode on European TV, and like, like people know who he is right away.
Yeah.
So for me to like work with them, we should shoot the shit. We text about new metal records and stuff. Like, for me, it's surreal because I've been a fan of his since I was literally 13 years old.
Yeah. And now you're working.
Now I work for him.
Now you work for him. Yeah.
Satan. You know, so many, like, literally every metalhead knows that scene. Every metalhead knows the Necro Butcher fucking freaking out at Vakin, or him asking Cannibal Corpse about the song Fucked with a Knife. Like, these are all, like, you know, things that, like, even if you haven't seen the movie, they're YouTube clips. They're like, you know, clips, legendary moments. So the fact that I get to work for him now is fucking unbelievable, man.
Do you see like Banger ever streaming on Twitch? Was that ever brought up?
Who do you think brings it up all the time?
I had to ask the question.
Yes. So I wanted them to do a channel just showing their old content constantly.
Oh.
Can't. We can show the YouTube stuff because we own some of that, but then you get into the copyright music thing. So then we're, you know,
forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, so that idea is kibosh. It doesn't work for them.
Yeah.
Even though
the YouTube is big for them.
YouTube's over 310,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
One of the biggest metal channels there is.
Yeah.
Aside from the annoying ones that have like millions of subscribers, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Those ones annoy me. The tabloid metal sites, like.
Oh, it's like, why? What the fuck?
Maybe if we stoop to that level, we'll be able to get more.
Those. Like, yeah, I guess.
We're all about the integrity, man. We got to do it.
Yeah, you got to keep it real.
We started from, you know, the original idea behind Banger was like looking at metal from the philosophical, sociological, anthropological perspective. Like, it's, you know, it's like, I hate to say it because it sounds silly, but like intellectualizing, like bringing like some like more like intellect, kind of like getting rid of the stigma that we're all just fucking drunk potheads, even though we are drunk potheads, but we also love reading, you know, like we also do enjoy more than just banging our heads against stages and fucking doing backflips and mosh pits. Like that shit's all fun.
More than that. Yeah.
But like, you know, to bring like more of the academic side into it and like create meaningful content, not just fucking Slayer, you know, there's a time and a place for that, but like to create some more like lifestyle heavy metal content with more substance to it. So we're all about that, man. I love what Sam does. And anytime that I like get off track with him or like I'll pitch an idea to Banger, it's good that he'll reset me and be like, nah, man, that's something that like X channel would do. Like we'll leave that to them. That's their low hanging fruit. Like we're gonna go the deeper route. We're gonna explore something from a different angle and a little deeper. I love the Banger philosophy.
Rad. That's
love the Banger philosophy. Sam Dunn is absolutely brilliant. The editors there are brilliant. The writing staff, the producers, the exec producers, everybody involved, the artists, the editors, everyone's amazing there, man.
That's fucking rad.
The crew, when we do our bigger productions, the crew that they use, they're like the audio people, the light people, everyone is so fucking good at what they do at Banger. I love being a part of that family.
That's
because I have no skills.
Yeah, when it comes to that shit, I don't either. Yeah.
And they're talking on set and I'm not responding and they're like, hey, we just said to do this, this, and this. I'm like, yeah, I don't speak set talk.
Yeah.
Like I don't
just be like, hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Do this.
Do this. Like
that's all you gotta say to me.
Like I don't know anything. Like I know like action and cut.
Yeah. That is it.
Yeah, so I'm honestly humbled that one, I still have a job there, and two, that they oh my god, I've learned so much. I would never be able to have transitioned so easily to live streaming if it weren't for the first
for them, right?
Yeah, probably. The first year and a half working at Banger was awkward for me. Like I'd always been an outgoing personality, and I'm ADHD as fuck, so I lean into it with my character. But like, you know, I was not good in front of a camera. You know, there was potential, but it needed to be finessed a little, you know?
You got to finesse me.
So the fact that I learned a lot of that through Banger and the amazing direction of the producer, Lisa Ladisser, she was the original producer there. She taught me so much. I give her so much credit.
That's right.
She made me really comfortable, and the whole Banger experience made me really comfortable that when I started Twitch, I felt like I had a bit of an advantage almost. Yeah. I was like, I do this already. I
know how to do this.
Yeah.
I know how to be in front of a camera and be, you know, not be nervous, right? Dude, that's a big thing.
In the beginning, you could tell my tell was fuck. I'm not, and like really? I still swear like a sailor, but like honestly, I know, dude, my early live things I did with Banger, like literal example, live from outside a Metallica concert. Metallica played a secret club show, whatever, in Toronto, and people slept outside for 2 days. So I went live on location to talk to these insane Metallica fans from all over the world who flew in for this limited event.
Yeah, Smoss.
So I was nervous. It's like one of my first live things I ever done. It was like in the, you know, super nervous. And I think in a 40-minute live, I actually said fuck more times than the South Park movie. It's fucking ridiculous. I was so, and they pointed out, to me, like the producer was like, listen, I can tell you're just nervous and you're relying on like, you think you'll get a reaction out of swearing or it's your tell, whatever it is. Like, you know, like you're not ready to, like, you need to, you know, tone back the fuck.
Yeah. Tone back saying fuck.
Fuck those fucking fuckers. Literally would have been a sentence that would have come out of my mouth. You know, like, it's just like, hey, fuck is okay. We're all adults here. We can
throw it in there.
Monty Python told us all that fuck can be a beautiful word, and it can be.
It can. Yes.
But like, you don't need to have 364 fucks in a 40-minute program.
It's just too many fucks, man.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Unit asks, when did you start on Twitch? What month was that last year?
I believe next month will be my 1 year.
Next month will be?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
April
is mine too for a year.
I'm like mid-April or end of April. I think my initial goal was to get up and running with a rig by May 1st. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember saying that in April, but then starting before my goal because I saw Twitch was taking off faster than I thought it would. Other musicians were getting on, and I didn't want to be behind the game. Yeah, so I went on unprepared. I went on with like a MacBook with built-in webcam on the MacBook. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't even have a webcam.
Yeah, I had an iMac, and that was working kind of okay. And then I was just like, my friend Taylor was just like, he's like really tech savvy, and he's the one that set up like my Discord for me. He's the one that gave me, just ideas about doing this. And also he's the main guy that was just like, go buy this, go buy that, sell the iMac, take that money, buy this PC, get this mic, get this lighting, like, do it the right way. When you get that shit, call me and I'll have you open OBS and set everything up.
Right.
And that's literally, I called him. I was like, all right, I think I'm ready. He's like, okay, here we go. This is going to be a couple hours.
I created my account April 11th, says Roomba Dad. So I created my account April 11th, and I would bet that I spent a maximum of 2 weeks planning before I did my first stream. So right before the end of April.
When did I create my account? Roomba?
You have to just type in the chat and he can check. Satan's Finest asks if my Twitch banter will help improve my onstage banter. I'm not sure if she knows me well and is taking a dig at my atrocious stage banter, but I get so bad on stage. I'm not really? A lead singer. I'm bad with microphones. I yell into them and I talk really fast and
so no one understands what you're saying. They're like, what?
Dude, I'll never forget this. Check this out.
April 27th for me.
Wow, we're like right in the same time frame. Love that.
Literally.
In 2019, Bob's subscribing with the Prime.
Thank you for
Look
the
at
Prime.
that. Boop, 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 boop. That's a hot
Bob?
move. Let's get some hot moves in the chat going, my friends.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Don Jameson from That Metal Show was in town, and he's a pal of mine. He's great.
Yeah.
So he was doing comedy at the Horseshoe Tavern, legendary venue.
Yep.
And he asked me to intro him on the mic. Go on stage and intro him, because I was just there hanging, drinking with him, and he's like, "Yeah, hey, give me a good intro." It's like, give me like a 1 minute to minute and a half good intro.
Okay.
Touch on, I'm from VH1's That Metal Show. Touch on, blah 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 blah. Toured with Motorhead. All the shit. I literally walk up and like, "Hi everyone, I'd like you to meet my good friend Don Jameson. He's a great guy, I've been known for a long time." And I just stare at my toes and put the mic and walk by him. And I walk by him. He's like, "That was the fucking worst intro that anyone's ever given me in my life. You suck. Have a good night." And he walked on and started his comedy routine. And I get drunk with him at the bar after. Dude, he still razzes me every time he texts me. He's like, "And I'll never forget your 9-second intro." You're supposed to hype up the crowd, not confuse them.
Everyone's just like, what? Thanks,
what just happened? Who is this guy? I didn't even introduce myself. They're like, who is this guy? What did he just say?
He just came on stage, just like,
yeah. So I'm like that with live shows too. Like I have a couple songs that I intro with Exciter, and I just get nervous, and I just scream it really fast, and I blow out my voice too. Like I'll I'm bad. I'm bad with microphones, man. I don't like.
Yeah, I can't. I could never.
The fact that I can't see anybody while I'm streaming is huge.
Huge, dude. Imagine if like streaming, like you saw everyone that watches you.
We couldn't fit them all in my shitty little apartment. It'd be too. We couldn't. They'd be stacked on top of each other. I'm actually looking at the space right now, and it's scaring the shit out of me thinking about what that wall of death would look like.
That wall of death.
Wall of death eyes. Just like fucking staring back.
That everyone, hundreds. The scariest thing in the world.
Yeah, everyone's a serial killer wearing weird space binoculars. That's what my Twitch crowd is. All in my living room. That's how scared I would be. I would be that scared.
God. I would be too.
I don't do well in those situations.
No, man. No.
A collection of heads looking at you. It's like the catacombs. My house would just be like catacombs. It'd be fucking.
I could never be a vocalist.
Feel more like home. If everyone was just bones, I'd be fine. It's the skin that scares me. If y'all wouldn't mind removing your outer layer of skin before entering the chat,
it'll make me more comfortable if you could do that.
It'll make me a lot more comfortable.
I won't be nervous. So let's see. I had some questions from my mods, which were pretty good ones. Kathy needs your hair care routine. Can you lay that out for us?
Okay, so that's a real easy one. That's a lot of Moroccan oil and screaming in the mirror. A lot of Moroccan oil and screaming in the mirror in fucking disbelief at how hard curly hair is to deal with.
Can you guys clip that? Thank you. That's good.
Yeah. Like literally there's not enough Moroccan oil and Moroccan oil products in the world for me. I'm addicted to the way they smell. I'm addicted to what they do to my hair. But like, holy shit, is it a fucking process getting it to the way I like it to look? It's not, guys.
What a move.
Curly hair is not, everyone who has straight hair is like, I want curly hair. Fuck no, you don't.
No, said no.
When you're on tour,
ever.
like if I don't wet my hair every day on tour, it looks insane. Versus my friends with straight hair. Yeah, it just gets fucking frizzy and huge and it gets tangled. Yeah. You know, you got to fucking wash it all the time and brush it. And like people with straight hair on tour, I watch them not shower or bathe their hair for like a week and a half at a time. And their hair looks perfect, like dry shampoo in it. And they're like, their hair looks perfect. Yep. Like I wish I had like pin straight European metalhead hair.
Dude, yeah.
Kathy, you got to try it.
Yeah, try it out tomorrow, everybody, for Haircare Routine.
Scream in the mirror.
Mostly screaming in the mirror makes it look great.
Not too much Moroccan. 2 pumps of Moroccan oil in your hair while it's still damp and scream in the mirror.
Roomba Dad Josh asks, who will win a fight, Daniel or Daniel?
The Dans. We didn't even address that. You have a great first name.
I know, you do too. I feel like.
What do you go by to your friends?
Dan, mostly.
So you're a Daniel who goes by Dan.
Yeah. When I was younger, it was Danny. Like young, like elementary school, middle school. And then it just transitioned to Dan, just Dan. Everyone called me Dan.
But you never go by Daniel?
Some people will call me Daniel. I'm trying to think who calls me that. I think my girlfriend does.
Roomba Dad calls you Cutie.
He does call me Cutie.
We are the Dans. We are D squared.
Come on.
I've never been a Dan though. You know what? No. I've never been a Daniel either. I've always been DK. Always.
Really?
My mom calls me DK.
Yeah, it's either that or people call me by my last name. They'll just be like, yo, DeFonce.
Yeah, dude, last name, nickname is actually the sickest. I think that people who are blessed with a last name that like rolls off the tongue for a nickname or an abbreviated, like I love that. It's the easiest nickname ever.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what everyone calls me, DeFonce.
Yeah.
When people call me Daniel, I'm like, what? Yeah, if you call me Danny, I'm like, what the fuck?
I tried it once because I was frustrated. Cool. Whenever you say your name is DK to people, DJ.
Yeah, DJ.
PJ.
Or
CJ.
Everyone that sees my Twitch name thinks it's Dan Force.
Yeah, you know, there's someone else, Dan Force. I typed it in today and it was someone else. I'm like, this is the one.
Really? Yeah, I had people tell me like, you should just change it to Dan Force. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Or people like DK, like Donkey Kong. I'm like, all right. So in university, when I started hanging out with like non-metal people and trying to like branch out and like, you know, confused about life, essentially at the age of fucking 19.
Yeah.
I started telling people my name was Danny to avoid that awkward CJ, DJ, PJ
bullshit
nonsense. Yeah. So I started using Danny. That only lasted a couple months, man. I really didn't like Danny at all.
I just can't. Yeah.
Danny Bonaducci, Danny Zuko. Like, I don't like any Dannys in history. There's no Dannys that I like.
Yeah, there are none.
Danny Elfman is probably the only Danny I can get behind. Danny Elfman's weird as fuck. His music's all jumpy and fucking erratic. Like, I don't even know about him, man.
Danny DeVito.
Give me Williams. Danny DeVito. Fuck, I blew that. Danny DeVito is the Danny I like.
Yeah, that's a good one. It flows so good. Danny DeVito. It's like,
yeah.
And yeah, people would always say like Danny boy. I'm like, do you want me to punch you?
Yeah, Danny boy.
Do you want to be punched? Because like, that's gonna make me punch you if you keep calling me fucking Danny boy.
Yeah. Literally.
Who's picking on you, Daniel? I'll beat them up.
Or when they hear your name's Daniel, Daniel, my brother, you are. I'm like, yeah, I know. My name's in a couple songs. I get it.
Just stop.
It's like I had a buddy named Nigel, and I was just saying, making plans with Nigel, and he's like, dude, like, actually, fuck off. Danny Tanner, there's another one. Great one. Uncle Danny. Good one.
Danny. That's good. I don't even think he's still in the chat right now, but Wasp always asks this question, and I guess I have to ask it now. Trapped or Five Finger Death Punch?
Well, Five Finger Death Punch because their lead singer isn't a psychopathic, racist, fucking homophobic, fucking misogynistic piece of shit. Oh, and by the way...
Oh, wait, is that Trap? Isn't that Trap singer too, though? Wait, I don't know much about Five Fingers.
No, Trapped is the one. That's the one.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah,
that guy's psycho.
Oh, he's a psycho. He's deleted all.
That guy's the worst. Dude, you know what? He started beef with Riley before, rest in peace, Riley passed away. He started fucking beef with him.
And you saw
don't
fucking
fuck with my
Ice-T come
family.
in that shit. Ice-T was like, I'm fucking, dude.
Who
You
is
got
this
Ice-T
clown?
wants to beat your ass, bro. Like, you need to stop.
Who is that clown, that trapped fella? Dude, that was the most publicity he's had ever in his fucking life.
Dude.
Since his one-hit wonder fucking bullshit band. Oh my God.
It's
so
so
his whole
funny.
band quit. They suck.
Yeah, I know.
So Five Finger Death Punch, I mean,
Wins it.
they win by default.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
last
know.
time I checked.
Yeah, I don't think
that
the
guy's name?
singer's
Chris?
shit. Yeah,
Chris Keel?
But I've never heard of him being racist or anything
Me
like
neither.
that. So I think we would have heard that.
He does wear brass knuckles on stage. It's pretty lame.
Yeah, that's lame.
I saw them live once. They were on. I saw them live. They were on something that I was at.
Oh, wait, he
And
wears brass knuckles live?
It's like part of their logo. Five Finger Death Punch. It's like the brass knuckle thing, and it's on his mic
Yeah,
stand
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
it's like part of their whole thing.
He
Like,
probably has it on, yeah, it's kind of
like what is that? I'll beat you up metal. Like, don't they know? Like, no, it's called tough guy hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, stop being lame. Like,
Yeah,
just go
don't
play
do
tough guy
that.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, just like you want to fucking air punch people and fucking just tough guy hardcore, man. There's tons of New York hardcore bands for you.
Bully metal?
Yeah, bully metal.
That's it.
Yeah. Bully metal. That's amazing.
I don't think I've ever heard that before. No karate in the pit.
You go hang out with the dudes in harm's way and practice your air punches.
Yes. That was probably
Dude,
the best
that
meme.
harm's way running man meme is like pretty much made my year this year.
Gold, bro.
Gold. No, the best one I saw just the other day was the iPhone cell phone ring. It's just the iPhone cell phone ring.
Are you kidding?
That singer was my friend's gym teacher in high school. I don't know him. I'm only friends with Bo. Bo is the man. I've gotten to know. That's the other thing. Twitch. I've made so many friends this year that I never even met in real life. I never met you.
Same.
I never met Bo, and I've all these people I talk to all the time, like text with.
I know, like everyone, like my Discord and shit like that. I've never met majority of them, 99% of them, and then like probably at least half of the guests that I've had on this podcast, I don't think I've met in real life. Well, maybe about more than half I have, but a good amount I haven't, or I haven't really really gotten to know until I did this, which is cool. Actually,
this is great that you do.
So
this.
now we know each other more, and then when we meet, we kind of know stuff about each other.
100%. Then it's like a natural transition.
Yeah, exactly.
I started, you know, when I started on Twitch, I didn't have enough content to do guitar all the time, so I had interview guests once a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had I guess I did like 10 maybe total. I think I had like 10 people in the beginning to like help get my channel going. And I called in some bigger favors. I got like Danny Lilker and Jeff Becerra. I had Mike Leon, Pete Weber, fucking Old Drake, all the new musicians who were jumping on Twitch.
I've had Mike
help
Leon
nurture
too.
that.
Yeah.
I got on a couple months before those dudes, so I tried to help nurture that in the beginning and have some friends from the industry on.
You should do it more.
I know. You know what? It really got away from me. People say it all the time that I should do it, but it really just got away from me. And now my streams are just literally me smoking weed and playing Metallica riffs for 5 hours.
I mean, it's fun, dude. It's a great time.
I love it, man. I wouldn't change it any other way. And the community is what makes it fun. The community is unbelievable.
Yeah,
like
it is, man. A lot. Like everyone that shows their support and always coming back, and like I never thought I would ever get into watching any other streamers or being on here or being a person that streams. Like I never thought this would ever happen. But ultimately I never had the time to do it before because I'm over here booking like fucking tours after tours after tours after tours. You know, I was working for a label too, and it's like you got that shit. It's like where could I even find time to do this? But, you know, I've already told myself multiple times that like when, you know, I start being that full-time agent again, when that happens, I'm still going to do this a few times a week. It's not hard. It's not going to be hard to find a couple hours a day, a few days a week to do this.
It's funny that you mentioned that like you didn't think you'd be someone to watch Twitch because I think we all go through that when we start. I'm like, oh, I would never watch this. I would utilize and I would put in my hours during the week, but like
for sure,
I'm not gonna sit and watch Twitch. I'm not that kind of person. I've never done this before. Yeah, guess what? I fucking do for a solid couple hours every single day. Dude. I watch Twitch now.
I watch Twitch now, dude.
Yeah. I do not watch TV and Netflix anymher. I watch Twitch. I have friends on Twitch. I got tons of channels I subscribe to. I love Twitch. I think that what Twitch has done, especially the way it's blown up now, like, I mean, I wasn't on Twitch before COVID, but I heard that there was a noticeable, especially in the music community, like,
big.
it's filling a huge void, like in all of our lives, man.
And they're really and they're capitalized, like they really want more musicians. They want more music on Twitch.
Yeah.
I've been told that by a couple people that I know that work at Twitch. They're like, yeah, this is like what we want. This is what Twitch wants. They don't want it to be just gaming, you know?
Right.
And I get that. And when I started on Twitch, I was gaming, and then I just transitioned more to music. And like all my streams now are literally the podcast, you know, just having basic music streams where we're just listening to new music that's come out, talking about it. I have like listening parties now. Like tomorrow night, I have the guys in Wolf King on. If you've never checked them out, you should. They're fucking
Wolf
fantastic.
King?
Yeah, man. Badass
I never even
name,
heard
right?
of them.
Dude, yeah. They're from California. They're on Prosthetic. New record drops tomorrow, so I'm going to have the whole band on tomorrow night at 7 Eastern.
You know what else drops tomorrow that our good friend Brad will fucking kill us if we don't mention? If we don't mention this, I literally think that Bradley Zorgdrager
We're not going to be his favorite people anymore if we don't drop this.
Yeah, so you know what? Let's just refuse to say the band's name. Yeah, you know. Oh wait, I opened your stream and I can hear myself. I need to correct that immediately. There you go. Yeah, Brad will kill us if we don't mention what happened.
Do you guys know Brad Seed? Does everyone in here know Brad? You guys have to know Brad.
Bradley Zorgdrager.
Yeah, the new record from Brad of Sacrifice comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, so Brad is actually convinced he's in this band. I'm pretty sure. But I know Brad, he doesn't play an instrument, so I'm still waiting to see on the album what instrument he plays.
Yeah, I'm curious too, like in the member section, like what he's listed as.
What do they call that? Like the sixth member or whatever. Yeah. He plays triangle. Triangle.
I could see Brad on stage. He's a mascot with a triangle. He's a mascot.
You know what? He's got mascot like qualities. The beard, the hair.
He's he could be their cheerleader.
Yeah, so it's actually cool for him.
He is the band's cheerleader, honestly.
It is cool because he's like the biggest fan ever of the band, and now he's working with them. So it's really cool for him. So brand of Sacrifice, not Brad of Sacrifice.
Yeah,
we need to just make sure that it's clear. The band is not actually
brand.
Yeah, it's not called Brad of Sacrifice.
Yes.
But yeah, their new record comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, they're doing a thing on YouTube tonight as well. They're gonna do like the whole I guess you could call it a listening party, hanging with the band on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that starts at 7 Eastern tonight too.
Yeah, he's all stoked about that. I was talking to him earlier today.
Yeah, no, they're doing great shit. Band's fucking smart. Their marketing's great. Brad has been helping them a lot, obviously.
Yeah, no, this album's gonna do very well for them. I can already tell.
But yeah, anyway, that's just like what I pretty much with my stream is just like music based shit. It's all, you know, that's what I do. Sometimes I'll do some gaming stuff here and there if I'm feeling it. Because I play a lot of, like, I've been getting into like Apex Legends a lot. I like horror games like Phasmophobia, and I want to start playing that Devour game. I like that game Outlast. And then just, different shit. But I'm mostly music.
I'm like the odd man out on the gaming stuff because I don't at all.
You know, I honestly, I never did before the pandemic. I did when I was younger, but I was I fell out of that, you know, after I really started getting into music. I started touring a lot and shit. So like I didn't play video games like ever. Literally. The last game I did was like Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty. And that was years ago. And I only played that for a few months and I was like over it.
Yeah, so, like to give you an idea of like my noob levels, like I couldn't handle Among Us.
Dude, I played it a couple times and I'm like
it's too hard. I can't I can't even do that. I can't even get the controls down for that. So, you know,
I literally played that game twice.
So there's that.
Yes, DK 100% sus.
Yeah, so I don't game at all. Like my last gaming console was a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. I had a GameCube.
I had an Xbox One. You had a GameCube?
I had a GameCube because Melee, Smash Bros. Melee was on GameCube. It was great.
Sick, yeah.
And Crazy Taxi with the crazy Offspring fucking song in the beginning. Yeah. That's all I remember about video games is GameCubes.
That. My God, how are musicians dealing with DMCA rules on their streams? Deleting the VOD right after.
Yeah, we're not dealing with it. We're fucking all crying about it. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, let's not talk. I mean, that's how you can deal with it.
You deal with it by not having VODs. That's literally the advice given from Twitch
from them
to us is one,
don't have a VOD.
One, they said, don't use copyrighted music. And second, if you're going to use copyrighted music, we highly recommend not having VODs available. So that's why you're not able to clip on my channel. You're not able to VOD on my channel.
That's the bum part.
It sucks, but like also,
hey, whatever.
It's a live stream. Join us
live stream, yeah.
I advertise what time we go live. We're always live. Come live. I post on my Instagram. I post on my Twitter.
Discord,
I post,
right?
You know, everything. Like I post in the Discord. I say this is when we're going live. It's like, come if you want to see the show. You got to come then because
you're missing.
Unfortunately, in this climate, it's not able to live in VOD form.
In VOD form, yeah. Even so, like Twitch only keeps the VODs for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so fuck it.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, unless you upload to YouTube, the thing's gone. I upload all mine to YouTube.
So yeah, you like upload these chats to YouTube.
Yeah, like a couple days after. Yeah,
that's great.
Keep them going. But people have asked me, like, are you gonna put it on like Apple Music, all that shit, Spotify? I'm like, maybe. I don't know. I'm just like so down with the live aspect of things. My life has been revolved around fucking music and live music for 15 years of being a booking agent. I mean, longer than that. I've been going to shows since like 2000. So it's like, that's my thing. So if you want to catch these things, you got to be here for it, or you can go to my YouTube and check it out.
Yeah.
I like watching something like this better. If I could watch the people that talk on podcasts live like this, like a setting like this, I'd enjoy podcasts more. I
did a video podcast at Banger.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We did 2 seasons of it, and then we axed it because it was a lot.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. It was just a lot for what we were doing at the time and the amount of views it was getting. It was a lot, so we ditched it. But dude, podcast in video form was fun as fuck.
I think it's great.
And we used, it was myself and Blaine, and we used to have really great guests, and we get big guests too, because we do it through Bangers. So pretty much no one would say no to us.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's Banger. Yeah, of course I'll do it.
We were getting whoever we want. We got, when the Ultimus record came out, we had Evil D. When the Baroness record came out, we had Gina Gleason, just like, any of the mainstream,
go back to those. Yeah.
Any of those big records that were coming out, we would have that person on, Metal Blade, Slagle wrote a book. We had Slagle on, like shit like that.
Big shit, dude.
Yeah, so
that's why I can't wait for like shows to come back, because I'm gonna invest in like a rig that I can bring to the shows and do this shit live and keep it going that way.
Yeah, I need to figure that. Someone told me there's these backpacks they sell that have pretty much everything you need in them.
Yeah, and then I guess having having 2 hotspots. If you have 2 or something, you can connect them to make the connection stronger.
Well, I was going to ask, how do you do the internet? So, okay, let's say I'm in. Yeah, like how do you do the internet? Like, because cellular data, but cellular data is not enough, is it?
I guess. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I've been told that if you have 2 of them, 2 of the hotspots, they call them or whatever, then it makes the connection stronger.
So how do I get 2 hotspots? So I have to buy 2 phones.
I guess so, or like not 2 phones, but you can get like the little. It won't be a phone. It's like it looks like a little modem.
Like I wonder what they like. So what if you're in like international? What if I'm in Europe?
It's an H.
Like I wonder what that's what I need to talk to these like guys who've done it before. It's like I'm international.
I guess the guy to talk to about this shit is Matt Heafy from Trivium.
So Matt and also Herman. Herman streams like every Dragon Force show, and Matt streams like every Trivium show. So both those guys are the ones to talk to for sure. Because I want to do hotel, like I want to do after shows. So like hotel cool downs, couple drinks, no guitar playing, just straight after show as it would be.
Yep.
I want to do pre-show warm-ups in hotel room, day off, shred hangs, and I want to do like more like live, like sound check, behind the scenes, me going like IRL shit. I would take my stream to a record store.
Yeah, go record shopping with Daniel DeKay.
I would take my stream to the meet and greet. It's like you want to see 200 people get in line, and what happens when those 200 people meet us, and how like just like the inner workings of what happens in the day of a musician. I'm not opposed to that. I'll remove that. I'll remove that invisible wall. Like come on down. I'll show you exactly what goes on.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Wow.
Damn, Wayfair through May. Yeah, Marcus is the homie. Thank you, Marcus. You're a sweetheart. You legend.
Yes, I think the internet, the internet is going to be the hardest thing to figure out for me, because you can't just do it on regular data. You have to get real good internet.
Yeah, I know. You have to, or it's just going to lag or cut out.
Because the quality of hotels that I stay in, especially internationally, the free Wi-Fi they offer is
garbage,
not
bro.
Enough. Yeah,
it's like dial up.
It doesn't even load Netflix, man. Like we're not able to stream in 1080.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all. Let's see. Steph Beachy asked if you had any guilty pleasures.
Well, Steph Beachy, here's the thing. If it brings you pleasure, there's absolutely nothing to feel guilty about.
There you go.
Simple answer.
Simple answer. I fucking
However,
love it.
I really do enjoy the band Styx. And I like really, really, really childish chocolates and candy.
Good.
Like, I'm not like one of these like mature palates who's like, dark chocolate's better than fucking cookies and cream. Fuck no, it's not. Give me a cookies and cream and some fuzzy peaches.
Please.
Yeah.
Just give me cookies and cream, fucking anything.
Yeah, cookies and cream, anything is so good. Oh my God. Cookies and cream ice cream is one of the goddamn sexiest inventions. Best. Culinary delight. Kiss Dynasty is my guilty pleasure. No, Kiss Unmasked is my guilty pleasure. That one's way less popular than Dynasty. I love that one.
Love it. Kathy asked, what are some artists you would want to work with in the future, metal and non-metal artists?
Well, I really wanted to try and get Post Malone to do something with me, but then he bailed on me and he got this other guy named fucking Osmond Cometh, yeah. So he got that guy from Bark at the Moon or whatever. So he got that guy. So I guess
he was Post.
yeah, whatever. So yeah, cool. I guess that conversation we had about, bros got to stick together, whatever. Yeah. So I mean, like I would love to do something weird, like a weird collab like that with someone.
That would be fucking rad.
Yeah, I would love to do something weird and like genre kind of blurring like that. John Oswald Osborne. But I mean, artists I'd like to work with. Yeah, I always just want to constantly work with my favorite artists. I would love to have the opportunity to work with some of my heroes. I already have, whether it's through Exciter or through Banger or Diemonds or just me with my own resourcefulness over the years. Yeah. I love working like in an intimate setting with heroes, and like you don't get to treat them like heroes anymore. You get to treat them like as co-workers or like partners, or like, equals almost in the same way. Like that shit's always exciting for me. Like getting to work with Alex Skolnick on Shredders of Metal in a setting where it was like literally texting each other in the morning, having the driver come and pick both of us up, and like just like having to sit and write and work this whole thing out together. It was like I was no longer talking to my hero Alex Skolnick. I was talking to like my work partner out. It was like we were project buddies. We had the same assignment to do. It was very cool to work with people you grow up admiring. Literally, dude, I had posters of Skolnick on my wall when I was so young, dude.
That's fucking
so
rad.
Young. He was like one of the earliest like classic metal shredders I got into, and to be able to do that and like and just to work on that like kind of like equal level, like both working on the same project. It's like so fucking humbling, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah, no, that it really is.
I find that stuff incredibly humbling.
Daddy DK.
That is me. That is me.
Thank you for the follow. That is rad. Steph also asked, as a kid, what were some of your favorite toys or video games? Any sports? What was it?
Video games like N64, like GoldenEye.
Yeah, dude, it's my favorite.
GoldenEye, Mario
I got a
Kart.
GoldenEye shirt the other day. I'll send you a couple pictures afterwards.
That wasn't cheap.
Dude, this dude that prints, like, he definitely obviously is just ripping the designs, but it's really good print on really like nice shirts. I saw him my friend like knows him or whatever. He retweeted something about it back in December, and I saw it and I'm like, okay, that's a really good GoldenEye rip. And I'm like, I'm just going to pre-order it. It's like $20, $25. Fuck it. And then it came in the mail like a couple weeks ago and I forgot about it. And I was like, this is sick. But yeah, that was like my top game when I was younger.
Yeah, it was the best. There was no game like that at the time. That was the best. And you could play it with like, I'd play it with my like older cousins and my dad would play. Like everybody can
play that.
The kids, the adults, you get 4 people going at once. You unlock all the levels. You got Trevelyan, you got On Job, you got Jaws, you've got the fucking the hangar thing, like you get all the secret levels.
Yeah.
Dude, that game was awesome. And it was fun alone too. Doing the missions was great as well.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, that game was sick, dude.
So no sports for you? I wasn't really.
No, I'm just like, honestly, my sport was hockey, and I got obsessed with the Nashville Predators literally because of the logo.
Literally because of the logo.
Yeah, they were sick. They were an expansion team in the right time, and like kind of like the San Jose Sharks. Brad is obsessed with San Jose Sharks.
Is he?
Back to Brad. This is literally just the Brad cast. Brad's obsessed with San Jose, and it's because we're kids from the same era where these expansion teams were coming out with these fucking awesome logos.
Dude, yeah.
How cool is
logos
that? Logos
will bring you in, man. Logos will, they attract.
Dude.
I tell bands this all the time and shit like that. I'm like, you gotta have a sick logo because that will make somebody listen to your band.
Like, absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing sleeves. I was wondering, I don't know, as I haven't been looking at the chat like a Hawkeye the whole time, but I feel like you are the first person to mention that I am wearing sleeves. I picked a shirt with sleeves. This is the only time you'll see me wearing sleeves is when I'm doing something like this.
Yeah. Not on your streams.
No, this is my professional shirt. This is like a clean,
that's the
clean. I wash
shirt.
It's professional, you know, covers all the dumb squiggles on my arms. It's great.
It is.
We need to get me into baseball like Geddy Lee. Fun fact, Geddy Lee can be seen just over the batter's shoulder at every single Blue Jays game for the last however many years. If you watch it on TV, he's in the front row in his season tickets, scoring the game. He's one of those guys. He sits there and scores the game. He sits there with the fucking card and scores every pitch, every swing.
Wow.
Yeah. Arch projection. This is literally my business cash.
Okay.
Look, it's got nipple tape, right?
Yeah.
Inverted cross nipple tape. That's business cash.
I love it.
And blood.
So when it came, what was it? Oh wait, hold on. Did you ever get a Pokemon? Benny asked this.
Yeah, so I had like the expansion set from back in the day, and like, you know, got into the illegal market of like, because all the schools were banning them when I was growing up.
Oh, dude, no, same in New York.
So I was
I think that's everywhere,
so I was like,
bro.
Buying Charizards and shit, and like selling Blastoise, and like I was doing all that shit. And it's funny, I recently discovered that really loud, obnoxious dude on YouTube who opens the Pokemon cards.
Oh my god.
What's his name?
I can't remember because it did pop up on my YouTube, and I mentioned it to somebody, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I think it was my friend. I think it was my friend DJ.
Do you remember the N64 kid? Nintendo 64!
Oh yes.
I'm actually convinced that the Pokemon guy is that kid, but grown up.
Dude, he's like blowing up. Yeah.
So he opens Pokemon cards and he's in my algorithm now on YouTube. So his shit comes up all the time.
Yeah.
Like a PSA 10 mint graded of that Charizard's worth like $300,000.
What?
Yeah, bro. There's a $300,000 Pokemon card.
Is someone gonna actually buy that?
Yeah, I think like him and his like weird circle of like expensive boutique Pokemon card people.
Nuts. See, this is what I'm trying to figure out, and when I go visit my family in New York, I'm supposed to in May. I gotta find my Pokemon cards because I have them, and I have a Charizard.
They're worth a fortune, dude.
I know. And I even asked my mom, I'm like, "Where's my fucking binder of Pokemon cards?"
Even in bad condition, that Charizard's worth a couple $1,000s.
Nuts.
It's insane.
If I can find
mine don't exist.
Yeah, if I can find it, it's I have it.
Mine don't exist.
Yours don't. You got
no. I got in trouble when I was a kid, and I got grounded. And the big punishment was the cards were taken away, and my dad hid them from me for a couple years. And I think eventually, when they were permanently confiscated. I never got them back. I got in a lot of trouble at school for gambling with the cards when we were kids. I was like heavily involved in a ring of selling Pokemon cards at my middle school.
Oh my god.
So, and like,
That's
you know, it was big. Bro. It was like we were selling $100 Charizards and like $50 Blaster. Like it's a big deal back then. We were kids. None of us had $100.
Yeah. Like, where the fuck are you getting this money?
So they're stealing it from their parents, obviously.
Yeah.
So
there's no other place it's coming from.
Yeah, they were going into their parents' underwear drawer and fucking stealing the crispy $100 bills. Yeah. So they fucking banned them at my school. I got in shitload of trouble with my parents. My parents took them away. My dad tells me he kept them under like lock and key or hidden in the basement somewhere for a couple of years. Then eventually, when no one cared about Pokemon cards anymore and had moved on to Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever the fuck, or I just grew out of it. I think he like Goodwilled them. He sent them off to the Goodwill.
Wow.
Yeah, he put them in a Salvation Army box and called it a day. Yeah. Real story.
Does your parents know how much they could be worth right now?
I actually razzed. It's funny that Pokemon come up because I razzed him about it about a month ago. I'm like, yeah. When I discovered the Charizard thing, I messaged him. He's like, good thing I gave them away to charity, right? Fucking unreal, man.
Guys.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
that sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I literally don't know where mine are, and I'm really curious when I go visit if I can find them. If I will find them.
What a dad thing to say. My
That's a
dad's
dad thing.
my dad is very dadly. It's true.
Yeah, that's a dad.
Yeah, if you find those cards, they're like just right now, especially. I don't know
Dude,
why.
I think it's popping right now.
I don't know why, but bro, like, yeah, you spend like a sealed case. I don't want to fuck this up, but a sealed case of Series 1 cards, 24 packs, goes for like $100,000 or something. And then it gets so intense. Then these guys, these collectors, they weigh. You should watch his channel. It's crazy.
I need to watch this.
They weigh all the packs. And they can establish based on weight which ones have hollows and which ones don't. So the non-hollow packs are worth like a couple $100 each, and the heavy packs with hollows are worth thousands of dollars each, because you could pull a card worth fucking $300,000.
Just imagine that happening.
Dude, he's crazy. You should watch his channel.
No, I'm going to.
It's so silly. Dude, he posts like 28-minute videos, and I last through the whole thing. He's engaging. I like him.
Dude, I mean, obviously, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
You feeling well rested for the Dirty 30 stream? When is that happening?
I turned 30 the other day. So I did the stream on my actual birthday.
Okay, oh my God.
And I started at 12 noon, which... Dan, let me tell you, 12 noon is really hard for me to be up and ready and like streaming.
Energized, yeah.
Yeah, like, so I started at 12 and I went till like 6 p.m. or something, or after 6 p.m. And I was fucking burnt out.
Yeah, you're a shot from that. Are you streaming today, or what are you doing today?
No, so actually, you actually originally asked me to do this on March 2nd.
Yeah.
And
you told me.
I said no. I said, it's my birthday, March 1st. I will be hungover. And honestly, I was hungover from my birthday until today.
Get the fuck out.
I canceled my stream yesterday. I needed a break as my birthday gift to myself. I needed a day off.
Yeah, hey, man. Yeah, you got
canceled my stream yesterday. And because I knew I was doing this. This is like, I told everyone in my community. I canceled my stream. We're doing this instead. See, Marissa's got my Dirty 30 emote. I forgot to delete it.
You made a Dirty 30 emote.
Yeah, for a one night only emote. Isn't that a fun idea? Limited edition emotes. Such a
good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, limited edition emote for one night only. Because I've got that fucking there you go, Dirty 30 in the chat.
Love it. Spam it.
So I did that. Oh, what's going on here? So yeah, I did that, and I canceled. One sec. Let me just correct something. I just noticed something in your chat. Fuck, how do I fix this? I click that button and I do this. That's probably going to look a lot better, I think.
Wait, what?
I just had to make a quick change in the fucking thing. Let me just see if it goes. Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
Perfect. Love that. So, yeah, I made a Dirty 30 emote, a one night only emote. I think it's a hot move.
It is a hot move. It's fucking genius. There, everyone has them.
Oh, look at all the friends from the thing here.
I know. Thank you for stopping by today. Appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, oh, Daniel, thank you so much. He's sweetheart. If you're new here, I do these podcasts every week. Next week, it's not happening because I move on Tuesday. So I'm going to be very exhausted from moving. But literally every week, I have someone, guests from bands, music industry people. Yeah. And then I'm doing, actually on Saturday, I'm doing this new stream I titled The Heavy Metal Rewind. And we're going to go back in time and look at old interviews of Slayer, see how they got started and how they evolved into what they, at their peak. Just go through the journey of Slayer. So I'm going to start doing those. And so I have like my community. I post a poll on my Discord and everything, and of different bands, a few different options, and you vote. And then whoever gets the most vote, we do a stream about them.
That's awesome. So who's winning Who's winning so far? Slayer's winning.
Slayer, yeah, I knew it was like that. Who was it? It was Slayer, Metallica, Pantera, Lamb of God, and Sepultura. I did those options.
It's like what all the biggest bands of all time.
Yeah, I was like, well, we might as well like start. I mean, I'm gonna do
Kings of Metal.
I'm sure we'll get down to like one of those bands will get picked for another stream.
Manowar called. They're pissed off you didn't include them in the Kings of Metal.
Should have did Manowar.
Dude, what clowns! I'm sorry, Manowar has fallen from grace in my books. They walked out on Hellfest 2 years ago. I'm like that. You don't do that,
dude. I remember reading about that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm a little, and especially with some of the past member issues that I think everyone's aware of. Like, I'm checked out on Manowar. It's like
I wouldn't bother doing them,
dude. Like, yeah. Oh, bro, they walked out. They claimed that the stage wasn't big enough. They claimed the PA wasn't big enough. I'm like, bro,
it was a big
literally,
thing, dude,
literally look at the headliners above you on this festival who are all playing that stage. You're not fucking Metallica.
You're not.
Calm down, Joey DeMaio.
Shit.
Such a, and you know what? It's not a rock star move because rock stars are cool. That is not a cool
That's
thing
just some
to do.
bullshit.
Diva bullshit.
Yeah, it's whack.
Dude, that was super lame move.
I remember reading that shit on like Metal Injection or something. I was like, what the fuck? What did they do?
Who do you think you are? Like Iron Maiden's literally playing that stage. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, and you're over here saying the stage is not big enough. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you know who I am? Actually, no, we have no idea who you are. So, Manowar, step aside.
Lame. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, tomorrow night we're gonna do the listening stream for Wolf King, which will be a ton of fun. Great. I want to check that band out. Yeah, you should, man. They have a few new songs out right now. Great band. It's like blackened death metal. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but band's great. Great guys. I booked them in North America. This is their second record, and it's fucking rad. So if anyone's around tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna have those guys on here. If you like death metal, you like black metal, you like it mixed together, with a little bit of hardcore. I don't know. You just gotta check them out. Wolf King. Good name.
I'm big on that, dude. I love Black and Death.
Me too, man. It's sick. They really wrote a great record, in my opinion. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like fucking Black and Death metal, and like Black and Thrash. You know what? Pretty much all the classic genres with that like black metal edge, it works for all of them.
It does work.
Even like black and roll, man, dude. That fucking Entombed, like Wolverine Blues, like that sound is fucking the best.
It is, dude. Yeah, Marcus knows, dude. Wolfgang's awesome. Great dudes. So I've been doing that, you know, trying to do like some like listening party stuff too with some bands, you know, give them some more exposure. So I mean, when I had Abiotic, this tech death metal band on here a couple weeks ago,
I gave them a shout out in one of my banger things. That band's rad.
That new record is incredible.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We had like between 5 and 10 people that pre-ordered the record during the stream. They were just like, yeah, it was like probably like 5, 6, including me. I was gonna do it anyway, but I always forget about that shit. But I was like second song in. Because I only heard like 1 or 2 songs, and like second song into the record, I was like, "This is really." You guys wrote a really good record, and their drummer does CGI stuff, like videos and all this shit. He did the latest Brand of Sacrifice video. Abiotic's drummer.
That's awesome.
This dude Tony, and he was on it with us too. And I'm like, how don't I know who you are? I'm like, he like wrote some of the music on the Abiotic record. He produced it. He's like an insane drummer. He does the CGI videos. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, what? He's like the guy, like John, the guitarist in the band. He's like the original. He was like, oh yeah, Tony just doesn't sleep. The dude doesn't sleep. And he was like, everyone else, I'm like, did you sleep at all? He's like, I've got a few hours.
That's wild.
I'm like, you're nuts.
Yeah, I
can't believe it, but yeah.
I don't sleep on tour. Especially,
no, you can't.
Especially like with Exciter, I'm insane. So here's my thing: I refuse to hire too many people because I'll fully admit it. I micromanage.
Yeah.
So why am I going to pay people to do jobs that I'm literally going to walk up to them and be like, actually, just take the afternoon off. I'm going to do this.
I'm going to do this because you want to do it right.
I literally walk up to our merch guy and be like, oh, I'll set up the table, and he's like, dude, I've got it. I'm like, oh, but do you got it? Like the lights. I didn't like the way the lights were last night, and like the price. I got it. And then he's like counting, and I'm like, I'll do the counts for you. I got the counts.
Do the counts.
And he's like, dude, you're insane. And then it's like sound guys are trying to like tear down the gear. I'm like, I tear down the gear. I pack the gear. I'll coil the cables. They're like, dude, you need to chill the fuck out.
You need to go to bed, bro.
Dude, we get to the hotel, and I'm like, everyone give me your passports. I'll check us all in. Everyone stay here. I'll get everyone's room keys. Just as cool.
Tour manager's just like,
yeah, TM's like,
you want me to just go home?
That day rate you're paying me right now is really, I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah, I don't gotta do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, so I really,
you're that guy.
I like things to be done a certain way.
That's why I think I've never had, like, people will ask me, like, are you looking for an assistant? And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna hire somebody that is actually one of my mods, Josh, when tours start happening again, and I have the money to pay somebody. But I mean, I've had like a couple assistants that lasted a couple months, and not because I'm like an asshole, which I'm really not. It's nothing to do with that. It was always just like, I'm just gonna make the itinerary. I'm just going to contract it. I just need to be doing these things. I just like staying busy, and I just like doing them, like, because I hate when, like, I always hate it, like, when a promoter got a contract, they're like, hey, this is wrong. And then it's like,
oh, so embarrassing.
And I'm like, it's my assistant. Fuck. And I don't like being like an asshole to someone. I'm like, yo, dude, you really fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just be the one that fucked it up.
Dude.
Let me take that blame.
Okay. I won't throw the driver under the bus because he drives a lot of bands. But a driver in Europe who comes highly recommended.
Okay.
I micromanaged all his shit the whole time. He knew the venues, he knew the routes, and I was still like, hey, do you mind showing me tomorrow's route? Do you mind? What time are we leaving? What time sound? We should really, like, let's tell everyone lobby calls a half hour earlier. Like, I was already getting involved in all that I didn't need to be getting involved in, but that's who I am. So the final day of the tour, we play in Hamburg at Bambi Galore. Okay. Everyone loves Bambi Galore. Great venue, great show. After party's wild. I go, I cash everyone out on the tour. I count all the money. I settle all the finances. I do everything. I'm up to like 7 a.m. Lobby calls 9. I sleep for 2 hours. I get in the van. I look at the driver. I'm like, hey, I've been micromanaging you for the whole tour. I'm going to bed. Our flight's not till like noon or 1. You got plenty of time. Like, Hamburg Airport, let's go. And like, I close my eyes and go to bed. Van, I feel it get off the highway, slows down. I get up. We're pulling up to the airport, and I was asleep. I'm never asleep on drives. I was asleep on the drive. Something looks wrong, though. The airport looks weird. I'm like, this doesn't look like Hamburg International Airport. Anyways, it was like the FedEx shipping cargo airport. He took us, the other airport, 40, he took us to the wrong airport. 48 minutes away plus traffic, the other airport. So now I'm freaking out.
Oh, man. This is why you can't sleep.
And like, everyone in the van starts laughing, like, fuck, DK goes to bed for one fucking drive, and this is what happens. One drive, So we got to the airport like, less than an hour before our international flight, and they're like, your bags may not make it. You might not make it through check-in, and like, I expedited, and like, we made it, but it was the most stressful morning of my life, dude. All because I needed a little nap.
Yeah, you just need to fucking sleep a little bit.
So when people ask why you might, and I even, I even tweeted about it that morning. I remember, like, people who've worked with me criticize me all the time for my micromanagement. This is fucking why I do it.
This is why. All right, now leave me alone.
Folks, I'm currently driving 200 down the Autobahn, racing to get to the other airport, with an international flight, and I looked at the schedule. No other flights leaving direct to Toronto that day. Would have been a nightmare if we missed it. Yeah. Guys, this is the exact reason why everything goes through me.
Just let me do it.
Just, smile and let me micromanage. All
right, Daniel's doing it.
Let it happen. Just let it happen.
Just let it go.
And get off my goddamn lawn.
Dude, I mean, that's why I always like, I just never, I couldn't, I just like doing everything myself.
Yeah.
Even when, like, if a band's like, yo, it's a week before tours or like itinerary, I'm like, actually, it's right here. Sorry. But I just needed to make sure it was all perfect. Here it is. It's beautiful. Everything's done.
Yeah.
But that's just the way I am. That's the way we are. It's the way the Daniels are, man.
It's the D squared curse.
The D squared curse. Exactly. Oh, shit. Well, dude, thank you so much for doing this with me today. This has been a fucking blast.
This is awesome, man. Are you kidding?
I love you.
What did we do? 2 hours? This is amazing.
We went over it, dude. Like 2.5.
Bro, I was like, this guy told me this might take 90 minutes, and I'm like, there's no way this guy's gonna get me to talk for 90 minutes. I never met him before. There's no way he's gonna get me to talk for 90 minutes. I usually do 40-minute podcasts. Dude, I do 40-minute podcasts sometimes, where by the 30-minute mark, I'm already in my head. I'm like, all right, so how are they gonna wrap this up?
How are we gonna wrap this thing up?
This was amazing. This was awesome. Thank you. And dude, thank you so much for having me.
Man. Yeah.
Thank you to the awesome people in your community that I haven't met before.
Yes. Everyone go follow Daniel if you don't yet. And everyone from Daniel's DK's community, thank you so much. Like I said, I do these every week, so stop by if you see I'm on.
So many friends from the DK community were in here today, guys. My dudes and my dogs. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you follow my boy Dan. I don't know which way he has me on the screen, but he's there.
He's right there.
There.
DK's over here.
Okay, where's you? You're over there.
That
Everybody
one.
go follow him.
You're right.
If you're watching right now and you haven't followed yet, please follow him. And while you're
Thank
at
you.
it, if you're from his community, please shoot
Go
me a follow.
him. You have to.
Instagram, Twitter, all the shit. I have all the same bullshit.
We
I got
all
a merch
have the
store.
same BS.
I got a Discord. I got all the same bullshit that everyone has. So if you
Yes,
had
you
fun
do.
and you want to hang out more, you're always
Exactly.
welcome.
Same here. So let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Let's go raid somebody.
Yeah, who do you want to raid?
I see Leon's on. Mike Leon is on.
So Mikey's on. That's always a hot move.
It is. Who do you have on?
Let me just take a quick look here. Let's see if there's any hot tub streams on.
Yes.
There's a couple adult actresses. I'm kidding. So who do you got? You got fucking.
I mean,
yeah, Mikey.
You want to do
Mikey's
Mikey?
on.
He's ripping some COD right now. Call of Duty. I'm surprised.
Oh, let's see if there's someone playing music. Let's see if there's someone playing music.
I think.
Do you know this guy Pio?
Pio. How do you spell it?
PIIO_. Just take a peek and see if that's in you. He's a guitar player from Brazil. He plays
Brazil?
Rocksmith. He's really nice. He's only got 10 people watching, so I feel like dropping a raid.
You guys want to go? Let's go raid him.
Yeah,
I'm pulling
great.
it up right now.
Yeah, just check him out. Make sure you're cool with it. You know,
oh no, I take your advice, man. That's why I always ask like my guests. I'm like, well, who should we stream?
Oh wait.
What?
I take it back. Psycho Stick is doing their live stream right now.
Oh yeah, I work with these guys.
So either go for Psycho Stick if you want to go to a stream with a live band and 200 people, or go to Pio if you want to go to a small Rocksmith community. That's my input.
I think we should go Pio.
Cool.
Let's
go
do
Pio.
Pio. Let's go small. Exactly. Josh is calling it too.
Yeah. Go
but
Pio then.
Psycho Stick is streaming too, so if you guys want to watch some live music and some funny dudes as well,
like
open
the
their stream up.
thing ever.
Yeah, like open that up too. You can watch 2 streams at once.
I do it all day. I'm sure you do too.
I have like 2, 3, 4, 5 streams up. I'm clicking. I have 2 monitors, so I'm like, I have one here.
I have the volumes all at different levels too.
Yeah.
Like music ones are for background music.
Yeah.
IRL just talking streams. I crank all the way up because it's just And if I'm watching Sequisha, it's just Sequisha's on and everything else is muted.
Fuck yes. All right, let me get this queued up so we can do it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we love the small streamer, dude. Sometimes
man.
If I get like a huge raid and at the end of my stream there's like 300, 400 people and I can raid with that many to a guitar player with less than 10, I do it every time.
Dude, I respect that so much.
I love it. And it's so much fun if you can break their stream too, right?
I think you can, yeah.
Yeah, like it happened to me. I got raided in the early days of my MacBook and my MacBook just stopped working. 200 people.
Oh, it was all like the notifications that we're getting?
Yeah, the notification.
It just overloaded it.
I literally went to a black screen, 0 frames per second.
Yeah. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. What just happened?
What?
I have all these streams open at once. I heard a noise. It's Psycho Stick.
Oh.
We're gonna go to Pio though.
We're gonna go to Pio. Let's go give him a follow. He's ripping some Rocksmith right now. I think he's doing Allison and Chainsong right now.
He's awesome.
Dude, he's ripping right now. I love it.
If we tell him what we were doing, he'll be stoked to meet you and he'll be stoked to know I'm there. He's a great guy.
Fuck yeah, dude. Daniel, again, thank you for doing this with me today. We'll do it again.
Daniel,
soon.
my pleasure.
Yes. All right, we're gonna go raid Pio right now. Everyone, go follow him if you dig what he's doing. Tell him what's up, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night with the Wolf King stream if you're around.
Wolf King.
Yes. All right, let's do it. Here we go. All right, there we go.
Sick.
Let me do. Did it work?
Yeah.
I always.
My chat just switched over.
Okay, cool.